woman I love is named Ramona. She kinda looks like Tempest Storm, and she can dance like a little Egypt. She works down the snake farm. Snake farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake farm, it pretty much is snake farm. It's a reptile house, snake farm. Ramona's got a keen sense of humor. She got a tattoo down her arm. It's of a python eating a little mouse, wearing a sailor hat that says Snake Farm. Snake Farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, it pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm. I asked Ramona how come she works there. She says, well, it's got its charm. There's nothing to do in the winter now, then some kid gets bit at the Snake Farm. Snake Farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, it pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention something. This is a sing-along. Really. It goes Snake Farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm. It ain't exactly kumbaya, but being the music fog, it ought to be perfect. Help me now, be on TV. It said Snake Farm, just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm. Getting into it now. Well, Ramona likes malt liquor and a band from Wales that's called The Alarm. She said she cried when they broke up. She still plays the record, that's a Snake Farm. Snake Farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm. Sometimes Ramona calls me up and says, come on down here, it's getting warm. And she runs everybody off, and we, you know, it's a Snake Farm. Snake Farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, it pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm. Help me now. I said Snake Farm, just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, it pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm.
Unlock my phone and watch the world die. They crying to God while they run for their lives. Blood in the streets, bombs in the sky. Goodbye. I hope you had dreams come true. I hope they see in their crosshairs what I see in you. And I hope it's good or bad, they don't care as long as you got oil sands. We need something fast, we need something bad, more than guns and tanks. Where is Superman? Oh, where is Superman? Oh, where is Superman? I turn on the news and watch the world fight. Thousands of men making widows of wives. I'll be home soon, walked off in the night. Goodbye, I will remember you. I know it's true to be shot and their men just like you, but I hope and I pray, 'cause that's all I can do. I don't understand who is good or bad. They don't care as long as you got oil sands. We need something fast, we need something bad, more than guns and tanks. Where is Superman? Oh, where is Superman? Oh, where is Superman? Soon you won't need a TV or an iPhone to see, because you will look out the window and woo! I don't understand who is good or bad. They don't care as long as you got oil sands. We need something fast, we need something bad, more than guns and tanks. Where is Superman? Oh, where is Superman? Oh, where is Superman?
Good morning. Welcome to ClusterF. Let's get it off that horse can. Mike and Jerry show coming up at 11. Gonna cook some steaks.
Yeah.
What do they call picanha?
Picanha and some Wagyu.
Wagyu. Courtesy of Heights Meat Market.
Yeah.
Brent's Nevada Landed.
Brent's Nevada Landed came out and delivered them to me personally.
God damn.
He did.
Some service.
Brought Donna a fountain coat
He brought me
too.
a fountain coat. How
Oh,
awesome
man.
is that?
And I really enjoyed it because Donna wasn't there.
He did. But that was very nice.
Oh, yeah.
Thinking of me.
It was nice. He's a nice guy.
No, and I-
really nice to meet him.
Oh, yeah. I used to get fountain cokes for you, and now I don't really drink soda, so I never think about it.
Yep.
Your
But
mom.
Brent's Nevada Landed
You
does.
did, yeah.
Thank you very much. I appreciate the thought.
Mhm.
That's
Appreciate the
like when
appreciate
people
the steaks as well.
show up.
Yeah, it was fucking awesome.
I appreciate the Coke a lot.
Are you gonna try the steaks, babe, or not?
I'll try them.
Yeah,
I'll try it.
that picanha looks pretty good.
No, it is.
Looks pretty
Just like it's just like a piece of meat with the little fat on the edge, and it's like the best part of the fat. Oh, it's so good.
Do you know how to slice those?
I know how to slice everything.
Now, I bet you're supposed to season those up good, those picanhas, or they got a natural flavor.
They got.
How you grill them?
I think some of the stuff I was watching said that just some salt. They said a lot of
Yeah.
those steaks, like the Wagyu, they said it has its own flavors itself.
Yeah, those types of steaks, you're just supposed to put a little bit of salt and pepper on them. I mean, I saw some pretty delicious. You know that guy that does the Danos?
Yep.
You
Did
know-
you see I got some of those?
No, I mean, he's just, I think he's like the most, I don't know if it's hard to tell when I ask people about this, because you never know if this guy's just a guy that's on my algorithm and nobody knows about
Yeah.
him, but he seems like one of the most popular guys cooking on TikTok, but it could just be my algorithm.
Which guy's that?
He uses the Dano seasoning. That's all I
Okay.
know.
Yeah.
Put
I mean,
some Dano.
I have a lot of seasonings.
I don't know if
so-
he's Dano.
Is he Dano?
I
I'm
don't
not
think
sure,
so.
or
I
if
think
he's
he's just
sponsored by
pushing-
Dano seasoning.
Yeah, I think he's just pushing Danos.
And I mean, that's kind of a pain in the ass and kind of not at the same time, having a TikTok where you gotta make up a new food every day.
Yep. Is he got a gimmick? That one guy you showed us. He was the real that guy. That's his.
Louisiana guy.
He's got a gimmick. What's this guy's gimmick?
He just cooks good food. I mean, and he does it. Posts one like every day. And then he's sponsored by Dano's Seasoning, so he's like, never forget the Dano's, and he's got a certain Dano's spice he puts on everything.
The one with the green lid.
Yeah, one with the green lid. Don't forget.
That's the original. He says he is Dano. He is Dan.
Snookman says Dano's is so overrated, Trace.
I'm not saying I'm just saying it pops up on my feed a lot. And I saw a way he made the picante that looked delicious, It's probably not the way I'm going to cook. I don't know.
You said picante. That's
picante. That's a sauce. Picante sauce.
Picanha, whatever. I don't care.
Kanye West. Picanye.
You always have said it right.
Yeah, I don't know why I said picante.
Picanya.
I know. I don't know. I'll never say it again right for sure. There's 100% chance of that.
Well, I bought some of that. I season everything up anyway. I'd put, you don't have to put anything on it but salt and pepper if you want. That's what they say. A couple of things I watched about cooking both of them was just salt and pepper.
I think for the show and Jerry, we're just going to salt and pepper them up a little bit. And then after the show, later today, I'll get a little creative with it. The leftovers.
Yeah. Remember, how Jerry likes his steak.
Yeah, I did cook him a steak a couple weeks ago, and you got those teeny little thick steaks. Mm-hmm. And I cooked one for me and one for Jerry, and then I went and ate mine. Just looking at mine, I was like, "Oh, Jerry's is gonna be way too undercooked."
Yeah, you need to make sure you get his how he likes it. Yeah, he likes his like medium well or something.
Yeah, medium, which is normal. It's just hard for me to cook a steak that much. I don't know why. It's like you, except the opposite with the tuna. You couldn't for the longest time. You couldn't sear it. You couldn't not cook it more. It's just a mental thing for me. It's hard to cook a steak, especially a good one like that. Like I'm probably gonna cook a slice a piece off of that wagyu and just barely touch it on the grill.
Eat it raw like a bear.
They just with high heat, they just sear them. It's almost like a ahi tuna.
Yeah. That's how I eat most of my steaks.
Most of the people that I watch, like I watched a few videos of it, how to cook those, just in case you didn't know. But most of them act like they all cook them raw, pretty much rare.
That's how your sweet angelic daughters eat it.
Yeah.
They're just there like bloody hands. We want it rare.
Gosh. Man, kids had the soccer games yesterday. That was pretty good.
Bella, better than the first week?
Yeah, they played a shittier team.
Yeah. And
Bella was feeling a lot more aggressive this week.
That's good.
So she did a lot better. And then, Harper missed her first game. And it's been kind of wishy-washy on whether she wants to play. Mm-hmm. And she was just a fucking maniac, man. It was crazy. She lost. The other team was actually all girls.
Really?
Yeah, the other team and they only had 6 girls, so they didn't have any subs. But they were all good, and they whooped our. Harper's team. Everybody wasn't too good, but I think Harper was the best out of anybody on the field, and she was just going. It's blocking people like this when they're doing the throw-in and just fucking trucking people down and pushing people out.
She must have been thinking about it.
Pushing people out of the way, and she almost scored like 6 goals.
Sweet.
But never got one in. It was just,
that's good.
There was a lot of unlucky bounces. And just like, if she just somebody could get her the ball right now where she's standing, she's going to go score for sure.
But nobody could.
No.
So she's super competitive. So as soon as she got on that field, her competitive nature took over, which is good. I hope she gets back into soccer.
Yeah.
while watching Berlin play soccer as a father and a daughter was so gratifying. And,
it was so good.
It's like, and then when she got made to high school and she's playing in front of stadiums and they're going to regionals and stuff, and she's just kicking ass, and it was just, there was nothing better. So I hope they hopefully do that with my granddaughters one day.
Yeah, Harper was pretty big. One of the biggest kids out there. So
she's pretty strong.
Does she have boys on her team?
Yeah, a couple.
Huh.
They didn't look like they had ever played soccer before.
Hey, what was all girls? Harper's team or the
other
team?
team?
Okay.
The team she played that whooped their ass.
Huh.
Which, when I first got there and saw that we had, 9 people and 9 people on our team, and a lot of them were boys, I was having a hard time cheering against the all girls team until about 3 minutes in the game when they're winning 3-0. I'm like, fuck these girls.
Was Harper excited after the game? Like, was she like?
Well, I mean, they won like 6-0, or they lost like 6-0. So she wasn't too happy, but she was having a good time.
Yeah, that's good.
There was a bunch of kids from her school that were there too.
Yeah.
And I guess she knew that were watching.
She was trying to impress them too.
Yeah, there was a whole group of people cheering for Harper.
Really?
Oh, she got to like
Lauren
that.
was doing some Harper dances.
Sweet.
That's weird that kids from her school would come to watch.
No, they didn't come to watch.
Oh.
It's a school event.
I know,
so
but I
just
thought
like,
you mean kids that
there
were
was like a
already
bunch
on
of
the team.
maybe kids that went to middle school that maybe she knew from last year or whatever, and they were there just because their younger siblings were there.
Oh, okay. Huh. That's good.
No, it was good.
I'm glad.
Everybody
Glad to hear it.
Was
She was pretty wishy-washy on soccer, like you were saying. I was like, oh, she's not. She's losing her loving of soccer.
When there was I think there's 5 people on the field at a time, and the goalie. And once they were like, all right, everybody come out except for Harper. Yeah. I was like, yeah, nice.
That's hilarious. So that's I'm real happy to hear
I mean,
that.
it's a real it's teetering on recess, like with the coaches and I mean, Bella's coach didn't even say a word the entire game and just kind of sat over there looking at he was looking at
his
the
clipboard
the whole time.
Yeah.
And I was like, Lauren, that clipboard says field 4. I mean, what else information? You're not coaching. You don't have plays on that clipboard.
Yeah, you got nothing on that
You might
clipboard.
have the kids' names written down. And
I'll tell you what they're concentrating on, making sure that every kid plays 50%, and that's a hard part. You almost need someone, if you're coaching, you almost need someone extra, like a helper to keep track of that. Because what the thing is they don't normally have soccer in elementary school. You don't have soccer. But this is just some new thing and new club that's going around to all these schools in the area, trying to do like let's have fun and play soccer. We don't
It's a
really
pretty good
keep
idea.
score. Yeah.
Because you can't get kids out to play soccer now, but if it's right at school, the practices are at school, you might be able to get them to play.
Yeah.
I kind of thought that the kids that are good at soccer are probably in a different organization besides the school one, and they'd be, maybe they'd kick ass, which they're kind of doing, but the level of play is a little not quite as good as I thought it'd be.
I know, but then now that you think about it, this might be perfect for your daughters, because if you go to a rec league nowadays, there's not enough girls to form teams when the girls are younger. So if your 9-year-old's going to be playing on a team full of boys, and they're going to dominate her, and she's never going to get the ball, and she's going to not like soccer.
Yeah.
But this is her chance. See, even though it's boys, they're not that good on her. So she can dominate, or at least feel like a real part of the team, and that's a big difference. Than you could see after last season where she played on that boys team and didn't do nothing because it was all boys doing it. she didn't like it.
I've never seen her anything like that playing soccer. I mean, she was getting mad at everybody, and she was telling everybody what to do, and people wouldn't be throwing the ball in right. She was yelling at them. It was crazy.
That's what the coach should be doing. But I remember last week on both teams, neither coach said anything. They didn't do these. No, they're just like, I don't
couldn't
know,
barely
younger.
take it sitting on the sidelines going, why isn't he telling him
Harper's
to do some
game,
shit?
you know, like the other team was actually pretty good and, you know, did their stuff, and our team was just all over the place. And, I mean, they'd score a goal, and the goalie'd just be standing there clueless with the ball, and Harper would be like, get it up. And she'd have to run back to the goalie and grab the ball and take it to center field. And it's like, somebody come up here to kick it with me. You know, she was in a real rush to score a goal because they were losing. And I think the last quarter or two, she kind of was like 5-0. She kind of gave up a little bit. But.
That's can't wait to see a game.
Bella's team last week seemed to have a couple boys that knew what they were doing.
Yeah, they got like 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bella seems obsessed with them. It's not. She stands by the 2 boys the entire time and talks to them while they're trying to play.
But her team won,
Just
right?
yakking away.
Yeah, she knocked a couple girls over pretty hard.
I was going to say, maybe she should be on
There we
defense.
go. There we
She
go.
knocked some girls over pretty hard, and everybody after the game was like, "Oh, Bella was going crazy. She must have some older brothers." I was like, no.
She's got an older sister, and
big older sister. That was you're talking
she's
about.
got real older brothers. One's 60-something, and one's
Yeah, that's right.
30-something.
The frustrating thing about coaching rec soccer is you have to get the kids in 50% of the time, no matter what, no matter
Yeah.
how good they
Yeah.
are. And you're sitting there on the sideline, and it's a 1-to-1 game against a good team. And you're like, I can't. I have to put little Johnny in now.
Yeah.
and he's gonna give up a goal because he's the worst defender in the league.
And you gotta put him, you gotta put him in there and just watch
just
little
watch.
Johnny fucking. You're like, I know it.
Here it comes.
Here it comes. The whistle blew. Let's watch little Johnny let the goal in. You're like,
And he immediately does something stupid, and they score a goal.
like once out of every like 2 to 3 years of coaching, there's one game where just all the good kids show up and all the shitty kids don't make it, and you're like, oh, I barely have to sub anyone, and all the crappy kids didn't show up. This is great.
Dream come true. Yeah, you'd always get that 1 or 2 kids that got no business being out there. Their parents never taught them a lick, and you're like,
Bella's got one of those on her team.
they're ruining it for everybody.
Their parents are just like, I just need my kid babysat for an extra hour, so I'll pay the money to put them on this team, and they have no business being on this team, and they're going to ruin your whole team, but hey, that's
the
how
way.
they are.
I need a babysitter
Yep.
for my uncoordinated kid that I never taught to catch.
Little Harper's got like the fastest little 10-year-old in the world on our team, but he just goes and fucking just crashes right into the ball. Like he can't play. He just doesn't got the soccer down.
What a
He's
waste.
got the speed down.
What a waste. Did I talk about when Berlin won the championship, that like when U10 or was it U12, whatever, U10 or U12? Oh, I was talking to Berlin about this other day. We were texting back and forth. I just made some comment about because how good she's doing in school, and I said it's probably because you had a really, really good U10 soccer coach who really inspired you. She sent back, laughed and said, and put me in at goalie, and I forgot about that. It was a championship game, and the best team it was Roger and Anne Marie, Roger,
Yeah.
and they're really good, and it was 1-1 and up a 1-1 tie, and Berlin scored the goal, and then I was like, as soon as the game's over, it's a shootout.
Yeah.
So I'm like, Berlin, goalie gloves. And so I took out our goalie who played the whole game, played for, she was pretty good, but she wasn't Berlin good.
Yeah.
And so we put Berlin in goal, and we won the championship. Is that a dick move?
Yeah.
Is it?
No, I don't think so.
I'm sure the goalie and the goalie's parents hated
We're
it.
pissed as fuck, but
Do you think they're hating when they got that trophy?
They probably still talk about it today. You know how you talk about that one coach at Weston's today? Still, that after you helped him, after you
Oh my
were
God.
the team
It was actually
coach
Trace's
for a
coach.
while.
It was the
Oh, yeah, it
all-star
was
team.
Trace, that's right.
Yeah.
And you didn't play hardly at all, and I was the assistant coach, and I was the. Oh, that still gets me.
See,
Right.
and that's how those people talk about you, the goalie and the goalie's parents.
He couldn't make it for the first 3 or 4 practices, so I was the coach leading the practices on this all-star U15 all-star game. I'm the coach, and then he shows up, and I'm ready to relinquish the role, but I'm assistant coach, so what you need me to do? Nothing. So I'm sitting on the bench the whole time. He doesn't want me to do anything, and my kid, he doesn't even play. And it's kind of a thing when you have an assistant coach, you play the guy's kid.
Yeah.
At least, a decent amount, especially because the guy's putting in the work. This is rec soccer. It wasn't a club soccer. So, F that guy.
I
And
remember.
then I had his kid on my team, and I treated that kid totally cool because he was a good kid.
I think I know who you're talking about, but that team I didn't. Like, it was weird. All the kids were way better at, like, footwork than me. But, like, they weren't – nobody on the whole team seemed to have, like, an eye for the goal, like, to score. And it was just a bunch of people going around doing footwork and losing the ball. And that was always, as a kid, playing soccer, my, like – hardest thing for people to get that I was good at soccer. Like, if I got a good new coach, like, it'd take him like 2 weeks at least to realize that I was gonna score the most goals out of anybody on the team. But I just didn't have that great of footwork, so I didn't look that good when I played. But I was always scoring the goals.
Yep.
All right. Enough soccer talk.
Do we get a Mike and Jerry show? Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Ned in your head tomorrow. Bar show tomorrow night. It's Trace's birthday bar show. We're going to do a little blind liquor tasting.
Oh, God, we're jam-packed. We got the
And no-
steak cookout today, the Trace Bar show. I think we're pulling hairs.
Yeah, we
Are
might
we
do
saving? Are we
the
pulling
nose,
hairs?
the nose hair waxing as well.
Nose hair
Yeah.
waxing.
Jam packed.
I'm
That's
not
on the
sure. I
bar
haven't
show.
shaved my nose in like 3 weeks. I had to get one itcher out of this, a tickler out of there, but I
gotta
left the rest.
You got a nose hair trimmer, or just
Mine sucks ass,
so
man.
does mine.
I've borrowed yours before, which is kind of gross, but I rinsed it off. Yours works a lot better
You
than
rinsed it
mine.
off and
Just
ruined
made
it.
everything all gross,
Gooey.
gooey and gross.
Oh, mine sucks.
Don't
I'm
ever
so-
rinse off my trimmer.
I gotta use. I either use a. Mine doesn't get them, and I gotta use a lighter or tweezers.
Lighter.
Can you believe he puts a lighter up his nose?
He's gonna ruin his
whatever.
whole factory senses.
Yeah.
He's gonna have it too high. He's gonna go. Right
Oh,
up
every once in a while, I just get that nose hair that bothers me like all day.
Can't
And I
tweeze it
just
out?
I don't have. I can't. I'm like,
don't
yeah.
have tweezers.
Well, I'll be like out in public. I don't sit at home and burn my nose hairs. It'll be like I'm out all day and don't have a pair of tweezers.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting, so I'm just like, I can't. It's been itching me for 8 hours, and and it'll. If I singe the right one, it'll go away.
Kevin JK says use the flame machine.
And my biggest advice for people over the age of 50, when your eyes start going, is you got to get a magnifying mirror in your bathroom.
Yeah.
Because I see so many people over the age of 50 who have no idea that hairs are growing in a lot of places on their face. And they have no idea.
Yeah.
'Cause they look in the mirror and they see this fuzzy image because their eyes are bad, or else they just
Don't
Don't
maybe
see
they
close
don't
up.
care. There's a lot of not caring going on nowadays. Like, I was at Walmart yesterday, and there's just a girl. I mean, I'm talking 300 pounds. She just got a sports bra and a
I see that all the
and a
time.
bathing suit with a teeny pair of jeans unbuttoned. Just
Unbuttoned. She can't even
unbuttoned.
unbuttoned.
She's like, I don't care if I'm too fat for these pants. I'll just unbutton them.
People don't care. They don't care anymore.
I can't get that shirt on over my fat head, so I'm just gonna wear my bra.
And you know the people that got like, I don't even know if it's a mole. It's just like a giant like fucking tumor thing looking on their face every once in a while. And you're just like I got this teeny little mole that I never noticed or anything. But like you got one of those big ones like. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying, people need to be having plastic surgery and making them, but you mean you got a giant, like, abscess on your fucking face? Like, I think you
save up some money,
Your
right?
parents should have been like, we're poor and we live in a trailer, but we have to save up $400 to get that thing off our kid's face, Or at least you, when you get to a certain age, been like, I really like drinking, but I'm not going to go to the bar and drink for 1 week so I can get this giant fucking thing removed off my face.
Do you think you guys could do that?
Yeah, for sure.
You could stop drinking and smoking long enough to save money to get
every weekend. I plan on getting sober forever, but I'm not really. I'm just like taking a break, and I'm like, all right, let's just see how long does that last? Let's just see how long you can go without drinking, and it just lasts until the first person that asks me if you want to have a beer.
There you go.
But like nobody's asked me this week, and last day I drank was Saturday.
All Trace does is adapt. He would never get that thing taken off. He would never save up the money, and he would just find a way to live around
As
it.
a child, I would have fucking got some tree trimmers and fucking.
That's what I said. He would have cut it off. He'd cut it off himself. He'd burn it off. You get a blowtorch. You get Brandon to blowtorch it off.
Oh yeah, we blowtorch it right off.
Cheese
grater.
Cheese grater. Oh. And then you fry that up.
Yeah.
Cheese grater.
I nail filed down my tooth the other week. Gosh, best. I mean that.
Oh, okay. Nail file.
I didn't know how bad it was gonna be. Like I was grossed out at the idea for months and months and didn't do it. But I had this tooth back here that just had like a sharp point
thing.
on it.
Yeah.
And it was to the point where I could barely talk on the show in the morning. Like 3 hours in, my tongue was getting all scraped up.
You must have chipped it then.
Back too. I mean, probably on a shell, walnut shell.
So I just got a big metal fucking.
A metal. I thought you sounded like an emery board.
Like a horse.
And it was the best thing I ever did. That was bothering me for like 6 months to a year. It was just all gone in 10 minutes with a nail file.
Did it hurt or just felt weird?
Felt weird. Felt a little weird. And then my mouth tasted like ground teeth for like a week. I brushed my teeth like 1,000 times, but I couldn't get the taste of fucking tooth dust out of my mouth.
Oh, he's rubbed all the enamel off his teeth with a file.
Yeah, don't rub the enamel.
It's all gonna rot out.
Oh, I bet that. What do they do when
VW Rick says Trace floated his own teeth.
He did. It's like a horse.
I didn't even have any ketamine.
Yeah. What do they do when they file your teeth like that? Like doctors do that too. It seems like it would leave it porous on the ends, which would let stuff soak into your teeth and ruin them. Because they can't re-enamel your teeth.
Oh, no.
Can I buy ketamine off the streets if I'm using it for medical purposes?
Yeah, off the streets, sure. NHRA says when I was a kid, I tried to chew a wart off my pinky. And the doctor had to burn it off with a little torch.
Yeah, it's hard to bite off a wart.
I had one burn off with a torch. I went to this lady, and she's got this looks like a soldering gun thing, and it's got a thing like a spark coming out of it. And I'm like, what the fuck? It's just a wart. She burned the hell out of that finger never got better. It's always a little weird.
Where'd you go?
To a guy I went to school with, his mom. Dermatologist from Hungary. I think she had a shop of horrors going on.
Yeah. Was it in a hotel room?
It was. My mom got some butt lifts.
Oh, now you can just do it with the wart remover.
Fix a flat. Oh, okay. I was talking about butt lifts.
What?
That's what they do. That's what they do. The hotel butt lifts are with Fix a Flat.
Now these butt
Oh,
lifts,
my
like
God.
that wasn't a thing like 20 years ago as much, was it?
No.
No.
So like, what are these ladies gonna look like when they're 70 and 80? Are they? It's just gonna be a bunch of old ladies that look like they poop their pants,
Just a bunch of stuff
a
hanging.
bunch of stuff hanging off their
Oh,
butts.
it's gonna be horrid. Oh, I never even thought of that.
Can you get that stuff taken out? Seems like
Yeah,
it would
I think you-
clean. Like you know how
you'd
you
have
could
to,
get
like,
a
cut it out.
yeah,
Just,
like it
you
would
know.
just gel to your
I don't
organs.
Get, I don't get
or,
it.
I mean,
And
not
you-
your organs, your muscle or something. I don't know.
And you see some of these women, and with the fake butts, you'll occasionally you see one, you're like, that doesn't look good. You
Yeah.
think that looks good just because it's
It
big,
doesn't.
big and lumpy and awkward looking.
Yeah, big and lumpy and awkward looking is how most of them look, I think. I mean, I don't know how many girls are doing this. It seems like plastic surgery and stuff like that is way more common. You know, I
Yeah.
see a girl with a big lumpy butt, and I just don't assume that she got a butt lift just because I'm like, oh, I don't feel like everybody's doing it, but I'm thinking a lot of people are doing that type of stuff nowadays.
I think so.
So weird.
Especially the Botox and the lip stuff.
Yeah.
That's nothing to anybody before. Nobody,
And these are people that don't have money. They're just
they're putting it on the card.
yeah,
Putting their
I mean,
lips
they're
on the
spending
card.
everything they make on cosmetic surgeries, and I don't know. I see people because I see people with these giant butts, and I'm just like, I don't remember that I used to see this before. And that doesn't look natural. Could that possibly be natural?
Because you'll see the women, you'll be walking behind them, and you know the waist won't be that big, and then
Right.
it's like, you're
Yeah.
like, is that fake?
I know.
Is
I
that
don't even. I still
real?
don't know because they'll look. The rest of their body looks okay, normal, and they're not like Of course, you see fat girls.
Yeah.
With big, but some of them they're not super thin, but they're thinner.
And they got
And then they got this giant
thing.
butt that sticks out like I'm just like, whoa.
I mean, they
whoa.
got
And
the-
it's like, I don't know. Is that surgery?
they got the reaction. They want the guys going, whoa.
I mean,
whoa.
is it just me because I'm a girl that I'm like I'm so sick of seeing every girl wear stretchy pants and when they shouldn't be. And I know I've said that before, and I know some guy, I forget who it was like, "Shut up, Donna." Guys like that. So they guys like seeing just any shape at all in stretchy pants because they don't wear underwear or something. That's
It's-
disgusting.
A lot of the times. And a lot of
And-
times
'cause
it
they smell.
stretches it out so you can almost like see through it.
Yeah,
Because
you
they
can see
stretch
their
it
butt
out
crack
super-
because the things
so
are
fat.
Yeah, and just it just accentuates every piece of cellulite. It just looks like you don't have any clothes on.
It's
The guys like that.
I enjoy yoga pants because that's a show. When you see a big girl in yoga pants and you're like, whoa. Like you said, you're just like, whoa, whoa. But I don't find it too flattering. I don't find yoga pants to be flattering.
I don't find them flattering at all.
It takes any imperfection you have
Yes.
and magnifies it.
Yes,
But everybody loves them.
they all wear them, and they'll just be like jiggle, 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 flubber, 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 and it's like, just cover up a little bit. Just cover
Yeah,
up a
yoga
little
pants
bit.
are super hot. That's why I don't like Lauren wearing them too much.
Ned Puppet 71 months. Thank you, Ned Puppet.
Kevin J.K. said, Donna, really? I don't know. Really what?
Yeah,
That I say it's gross?
I
or-
don't really see a bunch of thin girls walking around in yoga pants. It's usually girls that are out of shape.
Yeah.
So-
And they have on like Trey said, a bra or a sports bra, and they're just bare stomach hanging out.
See,
I don't mind, I'm not shaming someone who's overweight or anything.
yeah, you are. I mean, don't say you're not trying to shame overweight people.
No, but cover up a little bit. I mean, I'm never going to walk around with, flubber hanging all over. I just don't understand the not covering it up a little. I
Because
would
there's
be
no
embarrassed.
shame. There's no shame
That's
now,
why.
babe.
That's it. I'd be embarrassed, so I would cover up with a bigger shirt or
Are
something.
you trying to tell me something? I need to start wearing a shirt.
Longer
You're not
T-shirts because your belly's hanging out from underneath them.
Oh, I mean, that's like, you gotta chill on that, man. You see people with just like their whole belly hanging
That's the
out.
worst.
And you're like, man, like you really, like I was just laying on my couch. I had a shirt that was a little bit too short, but it was fine wearing around. But when I was laying on the couch with my arms behind my head like this, and my shirt's like this, and I'm just like, God, I can't even barely do that on my couch. I feel awkward when people are going out in public like that.
I think you need to do the shirt without a shirt on. Like, do the show without a shirt on, like Bert Kreischer. That's your gimmick.
Yeah.
So we need a gimmick, Trace.
I hate that gimmick. I don't know
I do
why.
too. I'm like, put on a shirt, dude. Who wants to see that?
I know.
His whole
I
act
don't.
with his fat gut hanging out.
I mean, I won't lie. If I was ripped with a six-pack, like people that are ripped with a six-pack, a lot of times they won't be wearing a shirt. And you're like, put a shirt on. But like, if I was ripped with a six-pack, I don't think I wouldn't have a shirt on. Right? I don't think I'd ever put a shirt on again.
I think you might be right. You might be right. I don't get it. See, we're not casing on fat people. We're casing on fat people who really flaunt it.
Because they're fat people that don't care because they're just slobs. They're just slovenly.
Still feel like you're talking about me.
But
No.
it's kind of the newer generation thing
Yeah.
of like, we don't.
Because Lizzo
I
did.
am
Yeah,
fat
Lizzo
is-
did that.
Fat is beautiful. I have a little fat around my waist here, and nobody ever sees it. I don't want people to see
Yeah,
it.
you don't walk around
I don't want
everywhere
to-
you go
you
with no
know?
shirt so they can see it.
I
And
Try to-
yours isn't even like
no, it's not. But I don't. I'm not going to flaunt my little bit of fat. Keep that hidden.
BBZB
you
says
wouldn't-
I kind of thought I liked that, but when you make it sound like that, yuck.
I bet you won't believe what I did yesterday. I just nothing. I went to bed and I just kind of woke up on my own around 9 o'clock and went dirt biking by myself. Like it didn't even set an alarm or nothing. I was like, maybe I'll go dirt biking in the morning. I just kind of automatically woke up around 9, went out, worked on my dirt bike for a little bit, and took off to the woods.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you drive somewhere or just went?
Yeah,
ride?
there's a place just like miles and miles and miles of trails out by my house. I just took my truck out there and went, a couple miles in the woods and parked, and then went down some trails. I was debating on wearing a helmet because I was gonna drive slow, and I got this, I'm just on a Chinese 125 little kind of dirt
Yeah.
bike. I was like, I don't need a helmet, just cruising around. But I was like, I'm by myself.
Yeah.
I'll throw on a helmet. And so I do. And of course, as soon as I get on my bike, I start up and I go out. And the Lime Rock Road that I was on was in like a campsite. So it was covered in trees. And it had like algae growing on it. And as soon as I get up on the road, it's giving a little gas. It just slides right out from under me. And I banged. I was
You
doing
got
like
another concussion.
I was doing like 5 to 10 miles an hour, and I kind of fell. And I think I kind of lied to myself and kind of threw a whip at the very end and hit my head on the ground and was like, thank goodness I wore this helmet. But I don't think my head would have hit the ground if I wasn't wearing a helmet. I just kind of I had fell, and then I was kind of like, ugh. Good thing you wore that helmet, Trace.
Well, it is a good thing because
Yeah.
that's how they're called accidents. You can't say, oh, I'm just gonna not because I'll be only going 5 miles, and then someone else hits you or something else happens. You accidentally run into a tree, and especially if you're going by yourself, Trace. I hate that you like to do all that stuff off by
I
yourself.
hate doing it by myself. I've always had friends that would do that kind of stuff with me. And now I'm doing, none of my friends all my friends want to go watch the Bucks game or go get something to eat or go get drunk at the bar. And those are things I like to do after I do something fun. I like to go do something fun and then go to the bar or go. I'm just not a huge just go straight to the bar type of guy and spend all day at the bar. But all this stuff I'm doing, I'm like, this seems so much more dangerous, with just one person. It's kind of, I'm worrying about it too much instead of enjoying myself. I was like 4 or 5 miles out in the woods at a couple points, riding my dirt bike on these back trails. And my chain just came off at one point, and I was having a hard time getting it back on. And I'm just like thinking in my head, I'm like, this is going to take like 2 hours to walk back to the fucking truck, man. Like, I'm not, if I were to get hurt out here, I'd be fucked. I mean, I got my cell phone, so you're always,
Unless
if I broke my leg, I'd be just wake up and call somebody to come out. But it's just, gosh, it took me it was so hot out. It wasn't that hot, but it was like just hot enough.
It was pretty hot.
It was pretty hot. So it was sitting there with a bunch of dirt bike riding gear on, trying to fix your chain wasn't any fun with no tools out in the woods. I had to find.
Did you ever check your phone and make sure you got phone service?
Yeah, it's a little bit of service.
Strap a little tool bag to that dirt bike.
Yeah, I think so. I almost did.
Freak Show says, I have an e-bike that will smoke that Chinese 125.
Oh,
it goes 94 miles an hour.
Oh, my
yeah,
gosh.
I mean, those e-bikes just fucking rip, man.
Is that one of those like regular e-bikes that you see on the street with people? They go 94 miles an hour. 90. That's a lie, right?
It
94 miles
might
an
be
hour?
talking about a big, like big size dirt bike
Okay.
type deal. I mean, those things they're not. Everybody hates them. That's into racing fast and dirt biking.
Yeah.
But people are having to transfer over to e-bikes because they're just so much fucking better.
Really?
But they don't sound better. They don't look better. And nobody wants to ride a quiet dirt bike.
I was going to say, it seems like it'd be dangerous. You're on the trail and you wipe out. And usually if you hear like, you're like, no, somebody's coming behind you. But with an e-bike, you're just there, right? Isn't part of watching and participating in sports like NASCAR and what's the bike one? Motocross?
Yeah.
The noise, the power, the
Yeah.
noise. I mean, if it's all, does that take away? Don't you
I
think
mean,
that takes away?
I mean, you go to a car street race, like a lot of these cars don't have to have giant loud exhaust pipes. They could, they don't have to be that loud. They could still be fast, but that's part of it, man. You want to hear that. I mean, that's why everybody gets upset when you show up to a fucking street race in a Tesla. And they're like, well, yeah, you're going to win, but you're driving a fucking toaster. It's just like, and you go and you win the race because
They walk away. People watching it would walk away like, it wasn't so great.
Do you think they'll just do fake noise? They'll have something built into the cars and motorcycles to make fake noise eventually?
I think the people that buy electric things like that are kind of fizzes and they don't care about being loud.
But I'm not talking about like in the sports. Like if NASCAR went all electric, would they just pipe in fake sound?
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Be having,
when the cars go
transsexual
by,
sex in the pits. I don't.
Yeah.
maybe.
Out on the speakers, not come, or would it have to come from
I don't know.
speaker on the car?
I don't know. One of the they'd figure out a way. I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Do you think they'll go that way? All electric NASCAR.
NASA. Electric spaceships.
I got a thing. I think I got a thing on the. Everybody's been talking about the energy bills, how they're going up and up and up, and then all of a sudden you start seeing it everywhere that it's AI and these data centers that people need to create. I don't understand it at all. Why you need so much more electricity to create AI? I don't understand. Just like Bitcoin, mining for Bitcoin takes.
Yeah.
Does it take water to?
I kinda get
tons
it.
of water, and I don't understand it.
I think you have to just have giant server like a big building filled with servers that take a lot of energy.
So if we're gonna have to pay for all this AI through our electric bills, I say let's not do the AI.
Yeah.
Or make the people that are doing that. I don't understand why we're footing the bill.
There's no reason for us to be doing AI.
We're going, as you always say, we're progressing in the wrong direction.
Way in the wrong direction.
We've been trying to find a cure for cancer for 75 years,
Yeah.
and we haven't. But we're all I see. I follow Elon Musk just because he's Elon Musk, and all these posts and stuff. Look how good AI is, to show some anime video, and I'm like, who gives a fuck about these stupid AI generated images? You can take any picture you have, babe, and post it to Grok on X, and it'll turn it into a 20-second video.
Oh.
Because of shit.
People love
What are we
that.
wasting our time with?
I mean, I personally don't think that AI is going to be or do anything.
It's another
I think
distraction.
it's fucking stupid. And it might even be the demise of the internet when every video you see, you're just like, I don't even know if this is real. I'm not even going to go on the internet anymore because I can't tell what the fuck's real or not. But probably not. But also, I'm not one of these people, but a lot of people think AI is going to not be good. It's like 40-50% of people think AI is just going to, but they're racing against China to create the best AI just to be the first.
Yeah.
Because if China has it first, it's going to be bad. So we're racing towards something that might be the end of human civilization as we know it, and they're not asking people or considering stopping in any way, shape, or form because we have to have it before China does, and they're trying to
A race to extinction, and we must win. It's kind of like that.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Here's talking about the AI using all the power.
Not paying their fair share. The numbers don't lie.
We saw customers with bills $900, over $1,000.
When I noticed my electric bill gone up, I started asking my neighbors, is your bill also going up? And they had no idea that this.
And everybody, that's what we did. Our bills extraordinarily high. So we asked everybody, and everybody else said, yeah, our bills are extraordinarily high as well.
Gosh, they just get you everywhere. I mean, electric is one of those things that I've been coming in here for years saying, electricity, man, that shit's pretty cheap for what you fucking get,
Because it's indispensable.
I mean, you could go to the grocery store and fill up, a third of a cart of groceries for $150, or you could have power for 30 days in your house and run your entire house.
Yep.
It's like, this is a pretty fucking good deal. And they're just like, oh, people are paying too little for electric. We got to figure out a way to fuck them that way.
They heard
too.
you say that. So thanks a lot, Trace.
It's all my
your
fault.
I don't understand why we're paying for this shit.
Was happening.
If you live in any of these states, your electric bill is higher this summer. It's not because of anything you did. You're paying more because the world's biggest tech companies are building so many data centers. Big Tech's quest for artificial intelligence is creating a tidal wave of new costs that are about to hit all of us, even if you live nowhere near a data center. If policymakers fail to change anything, by one estimate, electricity rates for average households will spike by as much as 70%.
The big problem is that we're all subsidizing the wealthiest corporations in the world in their pursuit of artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
It's
So
just
that they can ruin our country. We're subsidizing ruining our own country, and nobody will ever even realize that.
no, we don't have capitalism. We have corporate socialism. Where we subsidize. All these businesses get so many millions from the government. It's not capitalism at all.
Google makes billions of dollars. Why are we paying for it? Doesn't make any fucking sense. Why are we paying for their AI?
My
'Cause they lobby their congressman, and they got it done.
Big Kahuna says my electric bill didn't go up that much, and I was aware of increase 18 months ago. Yeah, I was aware too, because my electric bill through Duke Energy has almost doubled at my flower shop. I have never paid in 32 years I've been in business, and I have never paid this much for electric.
They got you again. They got us again.
Yep.
It's almost doubled.
They got.
And I've lived. It's in Florida. It's been in Florida the whole time. So yes, it's hot during the summer all the time.
All the time.
And it's higher than I've ever paid.
Yippee-yo, USA.
A lot higher.
Is it? Go
ahead.
Are people more convinced about global warming? Does it just seem like it's getting hotter because you're getting older? It seems like it's getting hotter. But I remember being a kid and like checking the thermometer in the summer and it being like 101 degrees out.
Yeah, but I think it's as you get older, it feels hotter because I still see people in the heat of the day walking around with a hoodie on outside. I'm like,
young people.
Yeah, and I'm like, well, it's got to be because you're older because these young people are walking around in hoodies and Florida heat. I don't understand it. How are you not just dying under that?
Like I said, though, also, like, if you're, like, being hot sucks if you're, like, if you don't want to get sweaty. Like, that's, like, the biggest deal about the heat to me is just like the icky feeling of being hot.
Yeah.
I mean, if you take your shirt off and just accept the hotness, then it doesn't bother me at all. It's kind of just like the feeling of getting, I was so upset yesterday. I took a shower before I went mudding, on my dirt bike. So when I got home, I had mud all over me. So I had to take a shower and I go out front and it's like 70 degrees out and with a light mist, or like more like 78 degrees out with a light mist.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm going to go on a walk even though I just took a shower, because I don't think I'm going to get sweaty because it's like 78 degrees and there's a little mist out. It'll be nice. And then I get down to, about 2 miles away from my house with Rosie on my walk, and I turn around to walk back and the sun just comes out. Oh, it was the worst, just like, because I didn't want to get sweaty again because I didn't want to take another shower.
Yeah.
Which I ended up having to because I went to the kids' game and stuff. Mm-hmm. But the whole time I'm just like, don't get sweaty, and the sun's just beating down on me. I was just depressed I had to take another shower.
Was it hot at their game yesterday? Was it super hot?
I did not notice.
Oh, he doesn't ask. Because your mom didn't go. And I said, it was so hot yesterday. You would have been miserable.
I know. I was like, that was one of the factors of I had stuff to do. I had to go to the store and stuff. But I was like, oh, and it's so hot. I don't know if I can sit out in that heat.
I didn't notice if it was that hot.
We'll see the next game.
Cassandra Linez lives in northern New Jersey. In July, she got an electric bill that caught her attention.
The thing I noticed right away was, compared to the same time last year, my bill has gone up, but also I noticed my usage.
12-year-old have an electric bill?
I thought that was a little boy.
So did I.
I wanted to understand why Cassandra and her neighbors are suddenly paying so much more for electricity.
What? It's like, who's the fuck's Cassandra?
Every month. Between 2021 and 2024, the number of data centers nationwide nearly doubled. Many factors determine what we pay for electricity, but to understand how data centers are making it more expensive, it's important to know that the price that utility companies pay for power is set in regional markets. The biggest of those is a market known as the PJM.
I don't know what he's talking about. Hopefully he'll explain it. I've been wondering how this increases your bill.
But here's the thing I don't understand. Why doesn't it just increase the bill of the people that's using the electricity so much?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Because why are we paying for it?
Yeah.
Because that's how they own the world. Big corporations own everything. If they don't want to pay for all the electricity, it'll be like, make the fucking people pay for it.
It's a giant F job.
See, Dave Primavera and Crystal Gale, they're all saying that Crystal Gale said hers went from $80 to $158. Dave Primavera says his went from $300 to $750. Man. It's crazy.
They're getting us. They're getting us again. We thought they can't be piling any of the other shit on us, and they're like, "Hey, how about
I gotta go run and grab my cell phone."
Oh,
grab your cell phone.
He left it at home. Lauren's bringing it.
Okay. Oh, okay. I was like, Jerry's not here. What's going on?
What's happening?
Okay.
They had a big, what's known as a capacity auction last year. Last year's capacity auction broke all records.
The prices went up by 800%.
David Lapp represents ratepayers in Maryland, another PJM state. He explained to me that when utilities have to pay a higher capacity price, they pass it on to consumers in the...
Who are the utilities paying a capacity?
Right. I thought
price
they were
to?
the ones that.
They make the electricity.
Yeah. So are they going to tell us that?
don't
That's what we want to
understand.
know. Who are they paying? What
Do
are they
they-
talking about?
I don't understand.
Is there
Former-
another
Do
electricity?
they have to pay the
electric
government?
company that we don't know about?
To pay the government or something?
of supply charges. According to the PJM's independent monitor, data centers were responsible for 63% of last year's price increase.
And it's not just PJM. We're seeing this happen across the country.
To lure data centers to their service areas, utilities have started cutting direct deals with big tech, typically hidden from the public.
Oh, so it's the electric companies are making deals to bring them there by saying, "Hey, we'll give you cheap electricity because you use so much. You know,
And we'll
love
make
to
the
have it."
American
And then-
taxpayers pay for
and they'll
it.
foot half the bill for you, and that's why you build your data center in that place.
The concern with these deals is that the data center may be underpaying, and so our rates will go up in order to finance a sweetheart deal for a data center.
There you go. That's
it.
all you need to know right now.
Hear that, Trace?
All you need to know.
Tech is literally the wealthiest, most profitable industry in the world. They have the capacity to pull out their pocketbooks and cover their costs associated with this data center expansion. Instead, the American people are covering their costs.
And it's because they know that the American people, they've got them all, everybody hooked. So they don't want to do without anything. And so that's also all these people that can't get their fucking faces out of their phones are ruining it for people that, you know, they're ruining the world. That's what's happening.
We're
This
done-
tech
we're
shit's
done
ruining the world.
I think if the tech companies want to create this
Driving
open market
everybody
and have
into
this
the ground, you know, poor, and
Driving their
this
dicks
is
in the
still
dirt.
that lady as opposed to a little boy, right?
49 years old.
business, I think they're the ones that need to pay for these infrastructures, you know, not myself.
Just another example of how we don't have capitalism. That's not capitalism. Making the people pay for big business.
Yeah.
It's not capitalism at all. We're totally, our government is totally corrupt, and our system doesn't work as it should anymore because everything is totally corrupt.
Yep.
Yippee-yo. Oh, it's 9 o'clock already? Better take a break.
Yeah. Time to take a break.
How come
and
it
get a few
doesn't?
things set
It's
up.
so hard to decipher whether people are figuring this shit out or not. You know, like the Joe Rogan show, like kind of talks about some of the stuff we talk about, but isn't as like conspiracy-ish.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like the #1 podcast in the world. You know, so are people wanting to hear this kind of stuff, or is it just?
I think they are now.
I
didn't think
people finally.
It was more of a niche before. You know, when we were conspiratorialists before it was cool.
Yeah, we for sure.
We knew the deal. We knew the truth way before. We've been speaking the truth for well over a decade. But now everybody's jumping on that
bandwagon. It's a thankless job, you know. Even when everybody's like, "Oh, we agree with you now." Went through 15 years of being like, "These idiots don't know what the fuck they're talking about."
Crazy.
We're crazy
stupid.
people. Nobody ever apologizes. Nobody ever cares. That's my George Carlin.
Yep. Nobody seems to notice. I used to have that on here.
What?
Let it go. It seems that nobody
Do you have it?
doesn't play.
It looks like it. What's that?
Chiefs meet
That's what it is now.
What is that one?
It's supposed to be nobody seems to notice.
Oh,
Nobody seems to care.
Oh, I've been looking for that bit.
What?
The one.
The one
it's
that
like
I just played?
Yeah, I've been looking for that one.
Well, when you press the nobody
Always okay.
over here, that's what
all
plays.
chiefs agree. Squaw on squaw.
Can you stop it now?
If just
I don't
make
know
up
if I press it
So
again.
press it again. See if
great count,
there we go. No.
It
Oh, it
just
just keeps
starts
going.
over.
How
many chiefs
are we
meet.
going?
It's up in the corner there.
Oh, I can
if you-
stop it up here. Okay, there we go. All right.
Ooh, I'm ready for some steak.
Yeah, we gotta get. So I was thinking that what if we, how long will it take to cook the steaks? Like get the everything ready. Like, can you have it ready by a certain time? Like I was thinking, right at the end of ClusterF, going into Mike and Jerry. Like you could be done with. You could be cooking like at 10:30.
Yeah, 10:30, 10:15, 10:30.
10:15. And
I'll
then
get it started at 10.
that way you could
10:15.
you
10.
Get the coal
I'll
started.
get the coal started at 10
Okay.
during the break, and then I'll go out there and cook around 10:15, 10:30.
Because then, like, you could bring it in, show it. We could show it, and each have a few bites. But then, so we could, let them know how good it is, and then right then take a break and finish eating it, so that it's not like just sitting there, right?
All right.
And then while we take a break between shows,
Yeah, because I don't think people want us.
right? They don't
Watch
want
us eat an entire steak.
right?
I think they do.
There's
You think
actually
they do?
there's some girl who she's like on X or something or TikTok, and she just eats steak and comments about her life, and she's hugely popular. And you would think that people wouldn't want that. I'm not really looking to watch somebody eat a steak.
It's weird. Some of those things are weird. They just like, why do people care? I mean, it's typically she's just hot and eating steak. Is that the deal? Or
No,
is she
she's
just
like
normal,
she's like more of a
talking about
normal,
her.
like her life and stuff.
Everybody, every once in a
It's
while,
the
there's
steak
just
gimmick.
like a
It's the steak gimmick.
dude that's like, I'm gonna sit here and itch my armpits while I talk, and he makes it fucking famous. You're like, why didn't I think of itching my armpits while I talked about my life?
'Cause you're overthinking it. The stupidest things.
Ned's Navy says we only like watching y'all eat nuts, not steaks.
Lynn Carr's nuts. All right, let's take a break, and we'll be right back with more Cluster.
I don't usually make these kind of videos, but this is such a good hack. I would be amiss not to share this with the world, because this hack will make your milk taste twice as good and almost like never go bad, and it will last like twice as long. So anyways, it's a really good, simple hack. I'm gonna show you how to do it real quick. So what you wanna do is you wanna get yourself some organic milk, okay? Organic milk is probably the best. I mean, what we really want is raw, but raw is like super expensive and hard to come by and hard to get. And but organic works really well. So you wanna get organic, and then you can get some organic half and half, or you can get even organic heavy whipping cream. This will work as well. Last time I gave some wrong information, but I just wanted to correct that information because it's very important to know. And so, yeah, you want to get the heavy whipping cream. This will work the same. It's almost like, one of these will almost do 2 whole half gallons as well. It depends on how creamy you want it. I do like a full one of these for a whole half gallon, but I'm crazy sometimes. And so anyways, this will do like 2 whole half gallons. So you want to split this in half and add it to your milk, okay? Because what these do is there's fats and stuff inside of the half and half that actually preserve what's in the milk. And so it makes the milk last longer. Like I've never had milk go bad since I've been doing this. Like it lasts so much longer. And so basically you just pour this half of it in there. And so got to pour some of it out, obviously, and then use it. But once you pour it out and use it, then you can see that it's pretty obvious. It's pretty obvious that it will last significantly longer. It'll taste way better. Like you'll know right away when you add it to it. You'll be like, why have I not been drinking my milk this way this entire time? Because when you realize that, you're like, oh shoot, like I've been missing some like major information in my life. I mean, raw milk, I don't know if you know this, it actually really never goes bad. It kind of like turns into like a yogurt thing, and it lasts so much longer. And that's because of the natural bacteria in it that get killed off through the process that they do of pasteurization, which is pretty terrible actually, but whatever. So if you do this though, it will restore some of those fats that were put into the milk. And those fats will help your milk to be preserved and last longer. So just get yourself some organic half and half, organic heavy cream, add it to your milk, and your milk will taste so much better. And again, it'll last so much longer. Anyways, guys, Hope that helps. I don't usually.
Mirrors and smoke, the moon landing's a fucking joke. We can't get back, we lost all the technology. NASA is a bunch of liars, their space pants are on fire. I could be wrong, but I think they're stealing our money. It's all a fucking crock. They brought back some fake moon rocks, and I just have to scoff. Astronauts playing moon golf, it didn't happen, they were acting. It was all just a skit, and the new mission is suspicious. It's a sightseeing trip. We're going back, I doubt they say that we forgot how. It should come as no surprise, there were no moon buggy rides. You know Apollo, that was so hard to swallow. Next trip they will not land, they'll just be circling the fucking moon. About 60 years ago, they faked it and they taped it. Such a big deception session, it's a long-running joke. They filmed a fake golf shot, they shot it with a camera. Yeah, Neil Armstrong was just acting, it just did not happen. We all got punked out when he pumped out this classic. Stanley Kubrick signed up, and then he filmed the action. They shot off a rocket ship on a fake trip in the ocean. They were splashing, if you believe that bullshit. We're going back, I doubt they say that we forgot how. It should come as no surprise, there were no moon buggy rides. You know Apollo, that was so hard to swallow. Next trip they will not land, they'll just be circling the fucking moon. We needed hope and we wanted Russia to go broke. Yeah, the landing was as real as your damn horoscope. We had to fake it to make it, and yeah, we all were taken. Animating, fabricating, space was not penetrated. It was bullshit, cheap trick when we all celebrated. Yeah, we cheered and we clapped. Yeah, we ate up that fake crap and can't get back. What's up with that? US of A, they say we went there in the 60s but can't get back today. We're going back, I doubt they say that we forgot how. It should come as no surprise. Moon buggy rides, you know Apollo, that was so hard to swallow. Next trip they will not land, they'll just be circling the fucking moon. Just be circling the fucking moon. They'll just be circling the fucking moon. Just be circling the fucking moon. They'll just be circling the fucking moon.
T-Town G's, yeah, we're from the hood. Last time you heard from us, we were up to no good. Stealing. Gucci lame here, and I don't use protection. Tuttle might not push a bro, gets erection. 20 gram blunt, but I smoked it in one session. Real quick, if we ever get locked up, will someone yell objection? Gucci lame here, and push a bro too. If you see us in the streets, tell me what you gonna do. Yeah, we in the fast lane 102. Mess with us, guarantee we gon' shoot. Gucci lame and push a bro. Outlandish. Everything we say or do, outlandish. Every day we drinking booze, outlandish. $50,000 shoes, outlandish. 20s on the PT cruise, outlandish. Everything we say or do, outlandish.
Poacher Brown here, and you heard about my whip.
Rolling.
But you haven't heard about my 1,000-round clip. I'm a little bit crazy, but I'm on medication.
Insane.
If I don't take them, killing fools my occupation.
Killing.
Yeah, I'm on Zoli, so I don't do masturbation.
Don't touch it.
Yeah, I'll slap a hook, cause I got no patience.
That was Poacher Brown, he's got a 1,000-round clip.
Shots.
If I drive a four-wheeler, you know that I'm a flip.
Flip it.
Drink and touch vodka, yeah, I know you wanna sip.
You broke.
Get blacked out drunk, then my penis you you gon' grip.
Don't touch Gucci lame or your ass I'm gon' kill. Don't mess with me, I'm crazy, cause I'm on so many pills. The song is outlandish and I hope it pays the bills. If it don't, I slit my throat, my blood is gonna spill.
Gucci lame and Poster Bro, outlandish. Everything we say or do, outlandish. Every day we drinking booze, outlandish. $50,000 shoes, outlandish. 20s on the PT Cruise, outlandish. Everything we say or do, outlandish.
Suck our dicks! Yeah! Suck our dicks! Suck our dicks! Suck our dicks! Suck our dicks! Yeah! Suck our dicks! Suck our dicks! Suck our dicks! Suck our
Welcome back to ClusterF. Brand new episode of The Hang. Up on all podcast platforms. ClusterF Show YouTube channel. Twitch videos. And on ClusterFshow.com you can get The Hang OT, the extra hour of The Hang. Only on ClusterFshow.com, a VIP section. Gonna be eating some picanha and some Wagyu steaks, courtesy of Heights Meat Market here in about an hour or so.
Thank you, Brent's Nevada Land Dude.
Thank you, Brent's Nevada Land Dude. I was going to say he's a good dude.
Did you say Brent's Nevada Land Dude?
Brent's Nevada Land Dude. That's what, had it was nice talking to him about 15 or 20 minutes. And it's everybody, I was saying, you should come to the meet and greet, you'd fit right in, man. Yeah. It's just a bunch of nice people, cool, nice people. And that's what I like about doing the show is, there's just a bunch of fairly intelligent, cool, fun people who, there's no problems. No problem, no drama. There's no drama over here.
Yep.
Looking for drama. Just looking to have a good time. Is he still getting steaks ready?
He was cutting up the picanha.
Okay.
That was a good parody. It's all about the something, something, something. No drama. I don't know why.
It's all about that bass. No drama. It's not no drama.
No, that's my parody.
Oh, okay.
It just popped into my head. You might want to write that down. No drama.
No drama. What's it? What she really say?
No bass. It's all about that bass.
All about the bass.
No. Now you, jeez.
No.
About that bass.
She says it a million times.
Yeah, treble.
No trouble?
Treble.
Oh, treble. That's right. I get it.
All about that
I
bass.
get it.
Yeah. Thank you.
No treble.
No drama.
I saw this on the Pat back. So I played this for Spice, and he didn't think that he didn't have the same reaction I did. I said, this is Pat McAfee on ESPN. He's doing something about they had a corgi race at the stadium, and he took his corgi there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll skip the intro, but I mean it's like
it's fat corgi.
It's fucking obscenely fat. Tell me if this corgi is obscenely fat, babe.
That's just that picture I saw. That's all I thought. Yeah, it's extremely fat.
Was by far the fattest corgi in the entire race.
Yes.
There was 2 heats.
Oh my gosh. And it's like that's animal cruelty.
It is.
That dog's not happy. That dog is a big fat piece of crap who can't do the normal things a dog should be doing.
Yeah. I hope that woke him up to quit feeding your dog so much.
I don't think it did.
Chuck was barely able to survive just getting to the spot. We had to go 2 yards ahead of everybody else because I couldn't get him back onto the spot. I was trying to point out his mom. Go get your mom, the one that you like.
Look at the other dogs.
Yes.
How a normal corgi runs as compared to how this freaking dog runs. Look at these other dogs.
Out his mom.
That's a normal corgi right there.
Go get your mom, the one that you like.
Yeah.
And he can't do that. That's pathetic.
Ned's Navy, you might think he's the happiest dog out there when he gets getting those treats, but you know, in the long run, he's going to have a lot of health problems,
Oh.
and they're going to wish that they hadn't had him so fat.
Is he trying to say dogs are so dumb that they don't know that they're not living a good life? They're happy going.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think dogs love to run around. That's what my dogs, they love running around and playing. And Bendy's 11. She loves to fetch the ball still.
I don't think it's a big deal about a fat dog.
Well,
Okay.
it is.
Well, I think it is.
I mean, my dog. I wouldn't have a fat dog.
Why not?
Because Rosie likes to go around and play.
Well, there you go. So it's not fair to make your dog fat.
But I mean, you're
Wait, let
living
me
a
ask.
different.
You didn't leave that steak on the counter, did you?
No.
Oh, Blackie Joe be eating some wagyu.
Well, no, the dogs might get up.
Yeah, they
to
would.
get
Baxter
that.
and Bella would get up there for that for sure.
But I mean, these are people with dogs that aren't super athletic, and they live inside. They're just kind of living inside with them because they live in a. It'd be hard to not have a fat dog if you had to walk your dog every day. I think that's what it is. Because
Yeah.
Rosie eats whatever she wants. Your dogs, you're feeding them table scraps
Yeah.
all the time and
Yeah.
stuff like that. And they don't get fat because they go out and run. Rosie,
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen Rosie walking outside. She doesn't have a walking speed. She's only, she's running around or she's sitting.
But Baxter, he doesn't run around anymore. He's on house arrest, so he goes out back, and there's not that much room to run around.
Yeah.
So he's not that active, and he's still and
I mean-
eats table scraps. But we just feed him. We just feed him a normal amount every day for dinner. We don't overfeed him. It's not hard.
What would the hurt be in blowing that dog up to like 150 to where it can't get around too crazy and lives a couple years shorter?
That's true. That's what we should do. We should make Baxter
Fat.
weigh 200 pounds, and he can't. He sees the deer, and he's like, and they laugh at him as he's like, I want to kill him, but he can't get to him.
That's a
'Cause
good.
you got to get past the wow, that dog is strong strength to obese.
Yeah, yeah.
Because otherwise he'd be just a
if
big
Yeah, you'd have to get
killing machine.
If he
You'd have
gained
to get him-
15 pounds, he'd be intimidated.
Yeah, it's got to be 50 at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be at least 50 pounds. Make him a roly-poly.
Did I convince you?
Yeah. That'd probably cost a lot of money to get him up that high.
Just a bunch of bread. Give him bread all day.
Bread, greasy stuff, bacon.
Is that outside camera still working?
Let me check.
Let me see if it's because we'll have to fix it, and I'll have to put it up on the screen there instead of the leaderboard.
There you go. Should be good, right?
Well, no, we'll have to fix it, but yeah, it's
I mean, just
working.
to down to the grill.
Yep.
Adjust it, yeah.
Yep.
That
yep.
picanha's got a lot of fat on it. I meant to say.
They say you can trim some of the fat. Well, some of them say if you're cooking it inside, you trim some of the fat and use the fat put the fat in the pan first.
I almost wanted to cook some in the pan. Well, I'll
You
save a little.
I
cook
saw
in the pan.
a guy that was grilling, and he put the cast iron skillet on the grill.
I've done that before.
I've got several of those.
Snookman says I eat all the fat.
Oh, I love fat. Yeah, so I'm gonna. I get all the fat. None of my family really likes fat. I'm sure Bella or Harper eventually start liking some fat.
Yeah.
But my whole family just doesn't want the fat, and I just get to eat all of it. But I think that's good. Yeah, I've heard that's good for you.
I'm sure it is. That's what keeps you from getting Alzheimer's.
Oh, I'm not getting Alzheimer's for sure.
Cholesterol. Your brain needs cholesterol.
My brain's gonna have cholesterol coming out of my ears.
Jason's brain is swimming in cholesterol. He's never gonna get Alzheimer's. No. So we didn't just get that, Jerry. We also have the Wagyu steaks, which are not like Jerry. I don't think Jerry's into all the fat.
Yeah, I cut him a piece of the Wagyu without that much fat on it. But the Wagyu it's not. I don't know what that is. What do they call that in it?
Marbling.
Marbling.
Yes, marbling.
But that's different than a big hunk of fat on the edge of a steak.
They say the marbling is good because it releases that fat into the meat and makes it tender and juicy.
Gosh, how long till we start cooking?
Brent's Nevada Lindy says, I trim it down a little before I cook it.
Yeah, I might a little bit. I'll cook a little bit off. I mean, I can make pieces without any fat for Jerry.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal.
All right. Well, I'm hungry.
I'm so excited. I've been wanting to try, I kind of got let down because I've been wanting to try this this Wagyu beef for so long, because it's so expensive.
Yeah.
I've just gone, I'm like, can't do that today. You'd have to be a millionaire, I feel like. But I finally got it, and now I asked a couple people about it, and just Joe Rogan happened to be talking about it, and he was like, oh, I don't like those. I like a ribeye.
Mm-hmm.
And then I asked Lauren's parents, because they've had the Wagyu, and they kind of shit on it a little bit. Said a ribeye's better.
Yeah.
So now I'm...
What's that?
I think I'll love it. Let's get it cooking.
It says here that 2 highly experienced commercial pilots failed to hit the South Tower in a full-motion simulator when they attempted to replicate the observed 587 miles per hour speed and sudden turn 10 seconds from the tower.
Yep. Sounds about right.
So this is at about 7,000 feet, and start the dive in.
So just this whole scenario, and you imagine the person piloting the plane right now is someone who took a few lessons on a Cessna, right?
Yes. I mean, you don't realize how fast a plane is going when you're on it because you're in the fucking. There's no.
Or when you're watching one up above, it looks like it's going slow as hell.
Yeah.
But it's going fast.
500 miles an hour.
It's the speed alarm. You can hear clicking. That means the aircraft's exceeding the never exceed speed, and the warnings are going off.
It's going too fast. Here he comes.
Okay, start the turn in now.
If you're off, I don't think there's any correcting that once you get even like a mile. You're a mile or two away, and I think if you're a couple, even, 50 feet the wrong way, there's no correcting it.
Yep.
Too low terrain.
I think they hit a smaller building next to it.
Yeah.
That's not the World Trade.
Oh, okay.
I think it flies through it because it's a simulator. See, that's like 2 buildings over from.
Oh, okay.
It's slightly unclear. Oops, I need to go back.
Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy.
You and him could be good friends.
Come on, buddy.
This was slightly unclear because there were buildings on the graphics which we couldn't get removed.
Are you screen sharing?
I'm going to show the 3D image, which is a little bit clearer, and it's a little bit clearer here that the plane misses the tower. So the pilot started the turn. He's trying to get the plane to turn in, but essentially just misses the tower.
Yeah, I think you'd have to.
Pilot. This is on silent because.
So 2 pilots. 2 inexperienced pilots managed to pull that shit off.
Yep, it doesn't seem realistic. I don't know why you have to do this to me. I was just considering the 9/11 was real earlier, maybe this morning or yesterday. But I feel like I could be, one way I'm like, it's preposterous to think that we did that to ourselves, but then you think about it and you're like, well, they've done this and that, which is pretty fucked up. So maybe they would let it happen or know that it happened or plan it themselves. But at the same time, are you like, am I just an idiot for believing in that?
Yes, you are.
See, I can see it both ways.
It says here, it's Operation Northwoods was a proposed false flag operation which originated within the Department of Defense of the U.S. government. So that's the Army base, our military. The proposal called for CIA operatives to both stage and commit acts of terrorism against U.S. military and civilian targets, blame them on the Cuban government, and use them to justify a war against Cuba. So this was something that, it had approval from top people. It never happened, I don't believe. But that just showed they had no problem saying this is what we're going to do because we need to go to war with Cuba. We need to go take over Cuba because it's a kick-ass piece of property, and we're going to do this. And it originated in the U.S. Department of Defense. So why wouldn't you think they do other things as nefarious as this? Why would they didn't bat an eye about killing civilian targets? That means killing American civilians. Yeah, it's a means to an end to those kind of people.
Who were boomers? I've been hearing this a lot, and I never followed the Gen Z or millennials or who's boomers. What age is that?
I don't know if I'm a boomer. I think boomer's a little older than me.
They always say that it's all all this government stuff is the boomers' fault. Because for some reason they just believe what the government tells them, and what they hear on the news is just like what they go by. You listen to CNN or you listen to Fox as a boomer, and you believe 100% what each side tells you, and you stick to it.
Yeah, there's no change in your mind.
And they're the same type of people that you're like, I think Pearl Harbor they're almost proving that we did know that they were going to do that.
Yeah.
And they wanted to go to war, so they didn't stop it, which is pretty similar to what happened in 9/11. But, I mean, some people are just like, think it's insane to even question your government, which in other countries, it's insane to do that because they'll kill you, which they might do here. I don't know.
Yeah, everything is a lie. Hiroshima and Nagasaki in Japan, where we dropped the atom bomb, the war was basically over, and Japan was getting ready to surrender, but Russia had its eyes on Japan as well.
Yeah.
And so dropping those two bombs and killing those hundreds of thousands of people was actually just a message to Russia of don't fuck with us. We got the nukes. So our government has no problem killing untold hundreds and thousands of people for a cause, for whatever they need.
Yeah.
And including its own people. Yeah. I think we got too big. I think you can only have a small country and be happy.
What is the word boomers from? I've heard it's like from like when people came back from war. What war was that?
Because they used to call it baby boomers.
Yeah, that's
World
what I've
War
heard.
II. Baby boomers, because after all the soldiers came back from World War II, they had a lot of sex.
Yeah.
And a bunch of babies got born. I'm a tail-end boomer. Very tail-end, 1964. So it's 1946 to 1964.
What is between, like, all I've heard is millennials is the oldest one I've heard of before boomer. But that leaves a lot of space, right? What's between millennials and boomers?
Oh, God. There's Gen Z, Gen X.
I thought Gen Z was younger.
What's between boomers and what? And millennials?
Yeah, boomers and...
Jeez.
It's like a big gap that I've never heard of any.
I'm sure there's some boomers and millennials. It's hard to spell.
People didn't use these
Gen
terms.
X. Gen X.
Gen X.
If you're born from the mid-60s to early 80s, 65 to 80, this is considered Gen X. I don't know what Gen X is.
People didn't used to use the terms like millennial before, right?
No. Like baby boomers, they use that term. But there was nobody, Gen X, Gen Y, Gen Z, none of this it really came until millennials. And then we started calling them millennials because they were so uniquely
useless.
Useless.
You know, I'm a millennial, but I have to feel like I'm a tail end Gen Zer.
Yeah.
And I've always seemed to think more like people that were a little bit older than me because I kind of wasn't into the technology.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was like,
you're an old soul.
Like my brother and sister's year was like when it really started being like iPhones and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
in high school, but I still didn't care about that stuff. So I had an extra. It was a little bit in my grade, and most people my age have now grown to be more tech savvy and video games and stuff like that. And it just seems like I'm more of like a couple years before that.
I mean, it gets to, you'll see the old people, on their phones.
Oh, yeah. All
Just
the
like the young
time.
people.
Driving now 80-year-olds are driving, instead of driving 20 miles an hour, they're driving 11, and because they're on their phone.
I think Berlin and Weston, they just missed it. I think they're just at the very precipice that they were able to not be quite as obsessed with their phones, which is good. So good for them.
I mean, I still spend an hour a day on my, looking at videos on my phone. I mean, I think you even come in here and maybe watch an hour or so of videos, and Mom watches maybe an hour of videos before she goes to bed. Everybody, it's got everybody a little bit.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think like an average screen time is like 6 to 8 hours nowadays.
That's insane.
It's just, like I said the other day, I checked mine and I was like, 4 hours, I'm out of control. But then I realized that, I just have it sitting over here on the show for 3 hours a day.
Yeah.
So I was like, 50. I can deal with 50 minutes to an hour and 10 minutes.
That's not that big of a deal.
Oh, I sent you a video of the picanha steak. Pecan. Am I saying
Picanha? I think you're right.
I said it right now.
Picanha.
Picanha.
I'm working on it. I've never said it wrong before. Picante. That sounds good, though.
Picante, that's the...
Some sauce?
The stuff
It's
you
like
get on your tacos.
It's like
Picantes.
salsa.
Oh, yeah. That was something else now.
Picante sauce.
Where's the
It's like
volume?
tomatoes and,
Yeah.
Where's the volume here? I'm looking for a volume deal. See, I can't find it.
Just play it.
See, there's no... Oh, there. So now it comes. Now it comes over here. Okay. Picanha.
Oh, it's got a lot of fat on that one. Oh, there's a lot of fat on those. Got a couple super thin. And got some thicker chunks. We'll see what we do with this once we get to the grill. Looks pretty tasty there.
That's a big layer of fat.
That is a big layer of fat.
Do they intentionally raise the cow to be fat?
I don't. I think it's just a certain
certain cut.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, they don't typically sell it at the store. I guess I don't know why. Seems like a weird. They sell it at like Brazilian restaurants.
Yeah,
I guess it's
a
a Brazilian
very popular
thing.
in Brazil.
thing.
I saw some guy that was cooking. He was like, "This is just a staple in Brazil."
Oh, it's pretty damn good. I had it at a Brazilian steakhouse one time. It was delicious.
Picanha.
Yeah, man, you can't. It's all you can eat. It's just I can't eat that much when it's all you can eat. Like sometime, like the last time I went to an all you can eat steak place, I didn't eat all day, but then I get there and I ate like a couple asparagus and shit, and I was like, gosh, I'm kind of feeling full already. It's weird. Oh, but that what was that, Texas Day Brazil? That was pretty good, man.
It's too much. I don't do any of that too much eating stuff now. That's just too much eating. You gotta get your money's worth and try everything.
They come around with like picanha and these big meats on a stick, and they shave you off a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And they also had a salad bar. And I was like, I don't want to eat too much of the salad bar and save for the meats. But the salad bar was just so good at this place. I couldn't help it. I had to get... Well, it wasn't... They didn't have salad. They had like asparagus and smoked salmon and soups and all this different cool...
See, they fill you up on the salad bar, then you don't eat all their expensive
Smart.
meat.
Yeah.
See, that's a good business model.
It's good, though.
Wicked smart.
All these different smoked cheeses. Oh, gosh, we should go now. Wait, I got picanha. Cooking.
Yeah, you don't have to, Trace. You're cooking it right here. Brent's Nevada Landing said it's a top sirloin cap. Top sirloin cap.
Top sirloin
Sounds
cap.
good. top of the solar. I'm guessing the fat's the cap. It's got a fat cap.
I just saw this clip. There's a clip of it. I don't know who this politician is. She's somebody. I think she's running for governor of California. She seems like a real C-word. So I think they got a clip of her being a C-word.
And the state could lose. Get out of my
Oh, why you gotta bleep shit out? Here we go.
Get out of my fucking shot. I wanted to tell you that that's actually.
So this is her assistant, and
the state could lose. Get out of my fucking shot. I wanted to tell you that that's actually.
She usually. Go ahead. What?
Then you keep pausing it right before she says what
she's trying to tell her.
But usually when someone says something like that, they're a cunt.
Yeah.
Or an asshole. If you're a guy and you're like yelling at somebody because they wandered in, and she's wandered in the shot to tell her something.
And they're used to yelling at people like that.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Because most
behind
people
the scenes they
that
do
are
it all the
decent
time.
people can hold their, just be like, oh, so irritated kind of thing. But if you're used to just being a cunt all the time and yelling at people like that,
It just
there's
comes
no
out.
problem.
Shot.
I wanted to tell you that that's actually incorrect. It's not that it's electric vehicles. It's that if we don't make the commitments under the Paris Climate Accord.
Okay, it does. Okay, you also were in my shot before that. Stay out of my shot. Okay, I'm going to start again with electric.
A real fucking cunt.
I mean,
fucking
maybe
cunt.
she shouldn't be walking in the back of her shot when she's doing a thing.
Right. She's doing that to help her because she's wrong.
Yeah, that is. She was in her shot before though.
Yeah, but she walked into her shot
What?
to tell her.
Yeah. To tell her to correct her.
And she's like, I know it's going to mess her up, but it should mess it up because she can't say that.
I'm not saying she's not a cunt. Maybe I'm saying they're both a little wrong. Seemed like a pretty big cunt.
Speaking of, we were talking about fat dogs. Check out this guy who had to be lifted out of his house with a crane.
No.
You say no? You don't believe? You think it's AI?
Where is he going? Is he going to the mall?
He's going to the hospital.
We're going to McDonald's?
Going to the hospital. Yeah, this is every day when he goes to McDonald's. They have to do this.
Now, how...
Got a big semi tow truck.
What, I'm hating on this guy a little bit because this is just fucking ridiculous. But how do I get to where I can become fat enough that I sleep in my bed all day, pulling him out of his thing, and then doctor bills? I mean,
wiping his ass.
Yeah, this guy's spending $1,000 a day. What does he do to afford $1,000 a day? And
he's must have a family that enables him.
Yeah, well,
like you say, how much do you have to? This guy probably weighs 600 pounds.
Yeah.
How much do you have to?
No, maybe 7, 8.
I don't know if there's ever been an 800-pound man.
I think 1,000 pounds is the max.
Really?
I thought so. I
But,
might be wrong.
okay, say he's 800 pounds, 700 or 800 pounds. How much do you have to eat a day to keep that weight up? How can you afford to? Who can afford to eat that much food? And he obviously can't wipe his own ass, let alone get out of bed. What does he just shit his pants?
That's what
Does he have
I've
a
said
bed- a
before.
bedpan?
I always said you have to cut a hole in the bottom of your bed and sit on it like
The shithole.
The
I mean-
shithole, and someone has to climb under the bed to get the shit bucket. Otherwise, you're having to what? You can't even change a person, clean a person up that is that big laying in bed.
Yeah, how do you roll him over?
Because there's just too much fat all around.
No,
your butt.
you're right. You're 100%
So,
right.
You have to move them. I got to roll you over once, and we got to hacksaw a hole in the bed so that you can shit through it. I don't know. How else could they do it?
And then, okay, imagine his crack is like this long. His crack is, like
yeah. And you gotta
who's
clean it.
wiping that?
Who's wiping you
Through-
up?
Are you wiping on your back through the hole in the bed, wiping his crack?
He has an enabler somewhere
He's gotta
because at one point, you would have to, if you lived by yourself, you couldn't get that fat living by yourself.
No, once
Because
you reach
at
the
one-
bedridden point.
Yeah, once you reach to where you can barely get up out of bed, you can't really eat it. You got to stop eating so much. So you got someone bringing you food.
You always have an enabler.
I mean, a normal person, a healthy person, goes to the bathroom like once or twice a day. Like, I'm thinking this guy's got to be pooping 5 times a day. You know, if I get
filling up,
I'll
that
have
poop
a
bucket.
I'll have a third poo a day if I'm just packing it in, man. And this guy's got a. I mean, this guy's doing 5,
Imagine
5, 6
you're
poos a day.
You're his enabler, and he's like, "I'm pooping again."
Oh my
You're
god!
like, "Oh my god!" Filling up the bucket.
Imagine what that house smells like.
I mean, you ever pooped and then like 10 minutes later you're like, oh, I gotta poop again. Like that's you just kill me now if I just clean that up and you're like, I gotta poo again. You gotta come clean it again.
And isn't there a point where you go, I need to not be upstairs. I need to move to a lower level.
He missed that by a couple days, and then he was screwed.
Yeah.
Got a call.
ClusterF, who's this?
Hey, Mike, this is John from St. John. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, I'm getting a song idea.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
It was about the story from the dude with the helicopter and everything else, the crane.
The crane.
The
pack.
crane. The crane.
They didn't helicopter him out. That would have been impressive.
Cut a hole in the roof.
Yeah, are you still there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. No, I'm just saying because, guys, in case you didn't know, Mike's always thinking about parody.
Always.
So he's getting a song idea in his head for this one.
Oh, I thought you had a song idea for me.
Oh, no, this is it. This guy with the crane is the song.
Your idea is the idea
Yeah.
he came up with.
Sorry.
Well, I didn't come up with any. My idea was to call you guys to tell you, hey, this is a song idea.
All right. All right.
Okay.
I'll get to thinking about it, John.
Take care, guys.
All right, man. See ya.
He called to remind you to think about doing a parody.
Yeah. It's like calling it
Sometimes
Bruno Mars and being like, hey, Bruno, I got a good idea for a song. You should write another song.
Sometimes he
Yeah,
does
I nailed it.
because sometimes he does. I'll hear somebody say something and he'll go, "Oh yeah, that would be a good parody."
Yeah. I always love good ideas. Fat guy in a crane song. I don't know. I
guy
have to
in a
think of
crane.
that.
Yeah. What is that from?
It's from Tommy Boy.
Oh.
Chris Farley. Fat guy in a little coat. Jerry Trace. All right.
Or is this guy, I mean, is this the saddest thing you ever seen? And this guy has a terrible disease called eating too much.
But I think, I don't know. I think you got to have some willpower. You got to have some willpower, man.
I mean, eating.
All right. I don't know if we need to see any more.
Yeah.
They got him. There we go.
There he is.
Bring him down. And I bet they got to put him on a flatbed truck or something.
You would think so, at least in the bed of a truck.
That's what they've done before. Is put the guy in a freaking flatbed truck.
All right.
All right.
And then they got to take him to like a some type of meat packing plant or some shit to weigh him usually.
They're trying to take him on the trucker scale. Trucker scale on the highway. All right, Jerry's here, so we got lots going on today. We'll be right back with more ClusterF.
Once, there was a solitary creature who society had turned its back on, cast him away, not knowing that one day, one dark day, he would return. He was a lone wolf. He was a lone wolf. He was the lone wolf. Lone wolf. Crossing the plains in cold winter snow, no one will have you nowhere to go. Up on the ridge you stare at the sky, just you and your shadow to hear your lone cry. do you run to? Where do you run to? Where do you run to now? No one to trust and nowhere to turn. Your only friend's weed and it's time to burn. It's all okay now that you're high. You're tripping balls, you think you can fly. Where do you run to? Where do you run to? Where do you run to now? He was a lone wolf. He was a lone wolf. He was a lone wolf. Lone wolf. You cross the tracks and take a dump in the moonlit snow. You cross the tracks and take a big dump in the moonlit snow. You cross the tracks and take a big dump in the moonlit snow. You cross the tracks and take a big dump in the moonlit snow. Sometimes you creep back and look at the town. Silently moving, you don't make a sound. Off in the distance, a cry in the night. A stranger, a young girl, the flash of a knife. You race to help, yes, the stranger you face. The lone wolf is too strong, the man runs away. You kneel by the girl, brush the hair from her face. She isn't breathing, the wolf was too late. Where do you run to? Where do you run to? Where do you run to now? You shout to the heavens, her blood on your hands. The townspeople come, they cry, kill the wolf man. Dragged to the cliff and thrown down to your grave. Killed for the young girl that you tried to save. He was crossing the plains in cold winter snow. He was no one will have you nowhere to go. He was up on the ridge, you stare at the sky. Just you and your shadow to hear your lone cry. You cross the tracks and take a dump in the moonlit snow. You cross the tracks and take a big dump in the moonlit snow. You cross the tracks and take a big dump in the moonlit snow. You cross the tracks and take a big dump in the moonlit snow. All alone, the lone wolf cries. The lone wolf cries. Ned Show, what's up?
Hello?
Hello?
Hey,
Can I help you?
I love your show.
Are you trapped in a basement or a sex dungeon?
No, my dad did that to me one time.
You're what?
I said that my dad only did that to me one time.
Your dad only did it to you one time?
Yeah.
So, are you upset that your dad just hit it and quit it? Is that the deal?
No, wait.
What would make you feel better and help you on the road to recovery?
Pie.
Pie?
Yeah.
A big, fresh, delicious cream pie, just like your daddy used to make you eat?
No, blueberry pie.
Well, I'm baking a Ned's special dingleberry pie right now if you'd like to come down here and have a piece.
Maybe.
There's no such thing as dingleberry pie, you rube.
Wow.
Ned Show, what's up?
Hi, I'm calling because my son just called you guys, and I want to know what he just said to you guys, if you can help me out with that.
I believe he said that his daddy touched him one time.
His dad what?
What are you, Stone Cold Steve Austin?
Can you say that again?
Oh, I couldn't really understand him. He had a really horrible phone, sir. But I think it was something about a bad touch, and his daddy liked to hit it and quit it.
Wow.
Because he found out the neighbor's son was in the Boy Scouts, and he likes men in uniform. That's pretty much what he said.
Are you serious?
Yes, that's what it sounded like. His phone was terrible. It sounded as if he was locked in like a small metal box by some kind of weirdo or something.
That only happened once.
Yeah, that's what he said.
He's going through therapy right now.
Well, is there anything I could play for you to help you out with you and your son's difficult relationship?
What do you mean?
Well, this is a radio station, sir. I mean, we're in the business of playing music and entertaining people. I'd like to counsel you all day long if you want to come over here and sit on my couch. And I would only charge you a nominal fee for me to take my pocket watch and dangle it in front of your... Seems like I lost my pocket watch. Well, I would swing something in front of your eyes, dangled down there to kind of put you in a hypnotic trance. It's a treatment developed by Sigmund Freud. It's called Arabian sand goggle therapy.
I only know one song to play on the guitar if you want to help me out with that.
I don't want to hear your goddamn guitar, sir. I don't give a rat's ass. You call me. Do you want to come over to my house, lay on my couch, get the legendary Sigmund Freud Arabian sand goggle therapy, or not?
Yeah.
All right, like pulling teeth. Now I'll play your song. What is the one song you want to hear?
Last Kiss.
Last Kiss by Pearl Jam? That's a piece of dog shit, sir.
What?
Oh, here with the Steve Austin crap again. I said
That's
that's
my favorite song, man.
Well, you have zero musical taste, sir, because that's a bullcrap song. It's an Eddie Vedder, I'm desperate, my popularity's fading. Let's rehash some old 50s Buddy Holly bullshit.
My grandpa sang that to me right before he died.
What, did he have a grabber while he was giving you the Jerry Sandusky treatment?
Skin cancer.
What, he got skin cancer while he was fucking you up the ass? Man, that's a tough break. Thanks for the call.
And hey, and that little kid, that was me just acting like a little kid.
What?
Yeah.
No
I can
way.
change my vocal cords.
Are you serious? That was one of the best acting jobs you totally got.
Welcome back to ClusterF. Got the grill going. Mike and Jerry show coming up at 11. Bar show tomorrow night. It's Trace's birthday bar show.
Woohoo!
He's finally turning 18. We're gonna do a little blind liquor tasting. Tracy's gonna wax his nose hairs. It's gonna be crazy. Ned in your head tomorrow morning, 7:45 as well. Tracy's fixing to put on some steaks on the grill a little bit once he gets those coals nice and ready.
Yeah, I was just outside there talking to him. I seen the bike that he was talking about that he rode in the woods with. I think for his birthday, he needs to get a big boy bike.
You need a big boy bike, Trace?
Yeah, I mean, come on, man.
I know. I need a big boy
Jeez. Does that thing go like 15 miles an hour or anything?
do like 35.
Jeez, I think my golf cart goes faster than that.
It might.
Damn.
You know, he's living within his means. You know? He spent all his money on beer and cigarettes, and he can't afford a big dirt bike anymore.
I almost bought one the other day, but Lauren was telling me not to.
Lauren, he needs a bigger bike.
There you go.
Come
See,
on, man.
Jerry's pulling for you, Trey.
Lauren, come on, man. Work them tips. Get the boy a bike.
And make sure you pronounce that right.
Tips. T-I-P-S. Yes. Come on. You got yourself a trophy husband here. Get him a nice
That's
bike.
what I'm talking about. Back in the day, Trace, you were probably 17, 18 when he got this big dirt bike.
Yeah, 125 two-stroke.
This thing was the most obnoxious thing you've ever heard. I mean, it was the worst thing I ever heard. I told him, I said, don't you ever ride that in this neighborhood. And he did. And there were guys trying to run him off the road.
Yeah,
make roadblocks and stop him.
You know, I think it was maybe when I first started going to college, and I went to college and my class got canceled. And so I came back here, and they were both at work. And that bike, I was like, oh, that bike's sitting in the shed. I was like, all right, I'm gonna do 2 laps around the neighborhood. Who's gonna get that mad? 2 little laps. I do 1 lap, and I go for the second lap, and there's like at this point there's like a barricade of cars of people that have came out trying to stop me.
The whole neighborhood.
The whole neighborhood.
That annoying.
And I come around, and I'm trying to get, they've got like a barricade in the road, but I'm on a dirt bike, so I just go right around them. But I go around, and they're all chasing me. Coming around this corner, I eat shit because I'm trying to go too fast getting away, and I slide down, and I'm hopping up, and I'm trying to kick it. I'm trying to start it, and this guy comes and grabs the handles of the dirt bike, and he's like, you're not going anywhere. And I'm like, yes, the fuck I am. I'm about to fight this guy off, and his wife's like, just let him go. Just let him go.
Oh, the good times.
And I came home and drove into the woods and hid. My brother answered the door for a cop. And my brother said that the cop didn't really care. He's like, you really pissed the neighbors off, but I didn't catch you, so just don't ride your bike on the street anymore.
Yeah, life with Trace. Came home from work one time, and I was taking a nap. And I get in bed, I'm getting ready for my nap, and I hear, bang! I had to get out of bed and go next door to the pasture and hawk him down. I told you to never ride that dirt bike. I'm trying to take a nap.
Yeah, I mean, even
that thing was awful.
I only rode it had it for a little bit before the motor blew on it, but I did have it at my old house, and even at my house when I had it, and it was kind of a, neighborhood where nobody cared about anything.
Yeah.
Pretty relaxed neighborhood, and I took it one lap around there and parked it in my garage and went outside, and there was cops driving around for like an hour after that. It was loud.
Yeah, I mean, that's the worst thing you did.
Yeah.
It wasn't that big of a deal.
I'm looking for a chill dirt bike, just
Chill
like a
dirt bike.
like a
chill dirt
just those are 2-stroke like racing bikes. Yeah. They got 4 strokes. Smaller 4 strokes that are just kind of chilling. Like a 125 bike is about my size, and it it's not super fast. It's good for trail riding and going through the woods.
You just want to ride out and commune with nature, right?
Pretty much.
It's the kind of guy he is.
Hit a little bit, hit some loops.
What about four-wheeler? You don't like the four-wheelers?
I got a mini 4-wheeler too. Oh, what is?
Espresso martini for Jerry.
Ooh, Choco martini.
Oh, that's pretty good.
I didn't know if either of you would want one.
No, it ruined my whole month.
Cheers.
See if you like it.
It's pretty tasty.
I don't know. Some people don't like creamy stuff or.
What's not to like?
Those things are delicious.
What's not to like? Yeah.
Oh, go.
Okay, good.
Oh, this is good.
Go to the. Oh, I see the cam right up there. I can watch the grill going. Man, I started that grill and with the lighter fluid, is big fire, and I guess all the heat rose up, and there was teeny little spiders coming down everywhere. It was raining spiders on me out there.
It's your worst nightmare.
Yeah. And Jerry, don't encourage him to get a bigger bike. Trace, don't bow down to the peer pressure.
No, I won't get a racing dirt bike.
Trace is a peer pressure kind of guy.
He was sure he used a helmet. He was responsible.
Right. Everything I've been trying to tell him, Jerry comes in and tells him the opposite. Get a bigger bike. It's like, no, shut up.
Every now and then, when you listen on the radio, you hear the Mother Donna come in. You wore a helmet. All of a sudden it goes from Donna to Mother Donna.
Well, he has a history of concussions.
Oh my God!
So he should always think, yes, wear a helmet because one more concussion could be the end of me.
I think a nice big slow bike's what I need. A nice 125.
Yes.
Get a four-wheeler. Get a four-wheeler.
What
It's
is
more
that one?
stable.
That's a 125, but it's a Chinese 125, which
For an
is
8-year-old.
Yeah,
That's what he needs. So quit trying to.
But he's too big for it.
No.
Yeah.
Well, he bought it for Bella.
Well, so leave it for
Bella. He was like halfway, but I could almost ride that, so I'm gonna go ahead and get that.
Yeah, I mean it took me a good 4 miles out into the woods and back without stalling or doing nothing. It was perfect.
Except for the chain.
Chain fell off, but I just gotta put the tire. Line it up right.
You need to hose that thing down though now.
Yeah, it's real muddy.
There's mud all over it now.
Trace don't clean things off.
I do too.
Man, the whole house is smelling smoky. I tried to shut that. Did I shut that pretty good?
Yeah,
it was.
shut.
I had to shut it because the heat was coming into. I was like, man, that's gonna heat the studio up really.
You do these things on Friday nights?
Oh yeah.
I might have to start showing up. This ain't bad.
I don't think we did last bar show. I think the bar show before that one, we were drinking too many espresso martinis.
And Mike threw up.
I got it.
Oh yeah.
I didn't
did a
make
lot
it through
of
the
stuff.
show.
Really?
I was like, all of a sudden, I was like, oh boy.
He drank a lot of beer. He drank a lot of espresso martinis. He did some gummies. He did some bowls.
Oh, baby.
Yeah. Not as young as they used to be.
He was over there throwing up and laid on the floor right here for 20 minutes after the show, like wallowing on the floor over there. And then the next day comes over and there was something knocked over. He's like, "You got drunk and came in here and knocked this stuff over." I'm like, "Oh, this guy's delusional." He did pee in a bucket for sure.
Yeah.
Trace when he's drunk, he's a very good caregiver. He kept coming. "Yo, anything I can get you, Dad?" He never does that shit. "I'm okay. You want to get up?"
That's how you know he's drunk. He cares about you.
Yeah. And then finally, it was like 20 minutes of him being like, "I'm good in here." I'm like, "All right, well, we're getting up. We're getting up." And he was like, "No." I'm like, "Yep, we're getting up."
It's like, "You're going to bed now."
I forced him to get up.
It was like an hour. He kept going, "Just another 10 minutes. Just another 10 minutes." Trace is like, "Well, I'm going to go make him go into bed." Okay.
I think it was a cookie that topped it off. You know, we always have the Karens on the show, and I think the cops are like trying to get good video because they want to go viral. Yeah, because this is how you handle a Karen right here.
I've asked this woman to leave, and she was refusing after she was being extremely rude to my staff and having an issue about a price of a phone that she hasn't purchased. So, and she's refusing.
Do you speak English?
Absolutely.
All right, let's go.
Excuse me?
Let's go.
All right. Does she speak English? Yeah? All right, let's go.
I like it.
If it was a different language, he was like, "Yeah, I'm out of here."
You need to go outside.
Why?
Because the business wants you to leave.
would like to know-
I'm telling you to leave right now. If you don't leave, I'm going to make you leave by force.
All right. I would like to know
Are you
what I
refusing to
did.
leave?
I would like to.
What is this? How is there?
Old school,
There
man.
you go.
This is what
There you go. How do we have the difference between this and the people that sit there for an hour arguing with her when you can just do this?
I don't know. This is the way you do it.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Yeah, they're trespassing. You get out.
That's it.
The next time an business or one of us asks you to leave, you have to leave. That's not the time for discussion. I'll grab her stuff real quick. Wow, look at you.
See, no discussion. No time for discussion.
No discussion
That's
at all.
it. You're under arrest. Let's go.
Let's get in the car.
And what I did wrong?
Sit. You resisted.
I resisted.
And you trespassed.
And bam.
Boom.
And bam.
Have a nice day. What does that take about a
There
minute?
we go.
I guess the Karen segment wouldn't be very good if he was in charge.
Yeah, it would. We'd have to have 17 Karens every week.
But man, that was quick. That's how you do it.
That's it.
No
Yeah.
nonsense.
No ifs, ands, or buts. Let's go.
Good for
I
him.
mean, they need like another branch of the police that's just like that for assholes that are causing scenes at restaurants, and you just go and you just pick them up. And you're like, all right. You might not even give them like a criminal charge. You just take them to the jail, and you're like, "Are you going to be an asshole?" You have to stay there till you agree that you're not going to be an asshole anymore.
And that's what they kind of call them, asshole calls. Because you know right away you're dealing with an asshole. You know, I mean, it's just, dispute at McDonald's. Now, what could possibly be going wrong at a McDonald's? I mean, what could be, I'm going to run into an asshole. And bigger than shit, you run into an asshole.
Yep.
Or a hangry woman. They get mad when they get hangry. Here's a... Did you have one of these when you were a kid, Jerry?
Big wheels? No, I don't think they were invented yet.
Really?
I don't think they came out yet.
Those were awesome.
Man, I
Because
had
you
one
put
of
one
these.
pedal on and you spin around.
They
You
got
put
a
one
they got
brake on.
they got
You
like
had a
a
brake,
They got a brake on the
handbrake
side. You
on
can
the
do the
side.
skid.
Big wheels are
Look what they've taken from our children. Those
I mean,
kids ain't doing none of this
I
today.
had one as a kid It was a green machine, though.
The green machine, yeah.
And it didn't. It was kind of cool because it didn't have the steering wheel. It had 2 levers that went like this,
like a zero turn.
And how I spent a lot of time on that. And how big was our driveway? 10 by 10, 10
probably
maybe
15
feet by 15, and it went into the garage. And I'd back it up into the garage against all the junk that was in the garage. And it'd have about 8 feet, so I'd have about 15 to 20 feet to get going, and then I'd spin out. And that was about all you could do in our driveway.
You know, my parents' house, it's kind of a slope driveway.
Yeah.
It's kind of long,
be good
boy,
for a
man.
big wheel.
I wore out the wheels. My dad had to epoxy the wheels of my big wheel because they had holes in them.
Rolling with big fat wheels in back.
This is America right here.
I keep looking at like advertisements that you get and stuff like that, and they have these like little electric bikes for kids, and I'm like, I can't wait to start buying this shit.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, 6 months, is that too young for a bike yet?
Wheels are something else. Fat enough to take turns at full speed. Slick enough so when you jam on the brakes, you spin. Spin! Big wheel with handbrake and fat wheels in back. Some assembly required. Big Wheel by Marks.
It is weird how us not having any, like a driveway that the sports and stuff that I'm not good at. Like in PE, you know, all the kids are good. All the kids that are good at one sport are typically the ones that are good at all the sports.
Yeah.
And so in school, you know, soccer, football, all these sports I was good at. And then we'd try like hockey on rollerblades or skateboarding with my friends. And I just was like, I just have no idea how to do. I never grew up with a driveway to do this stuff on.
See, now I remember I had a skateboard when I was a kid, but we just like would go down hills with it. You know, I guess we weren't, didn't think enough of like, oh, let's go into an empty, well, it was a city. There weren't too many empty pools. But, we never thought of doing these jumps. And like we did jumps, but it was always like down a hill and then over a curb or something. Yeah, like we never, like
riding the
bowls and all
the
this
rails.
Yeah, riding rails and shit and whatnot. We never thought of that stuff.
Oh, I got
Well, people that also live in neighborhoods, unlike yours, didn't know how to ride a
anything,
motorcycle or do anything else.
I'm not saying I didn't have trade-offs. I just didn't have a... But I did... Oh, my God. When we went to Cedar Key, there was some hills out there on that island, and we were driving around, and we went to get something out of the trunk, and I saw my longboard in the trunk. And I'm getting pretty decent at longboarding. I've done it before, but just on flat ground, I can get a good start and go back and forth. And I was like, I'm going to go down this hill. It's not too steep. Gosh, I mean, I almost ruined our trip right there. Like, it wasn't even that steep of a hill, but I put it down, I start going down, and have Lauren follow me in the golf cart. And it takes 20 feet before it starts getting real wobbly, and I'm getting to the point of, like, no return.
You got to bail? Did you bail?
I got to bail, but I waited almost too long to where I was going too fast, and I jumped off and just was barely able to run fast enough to not fall. Yeah. But then the skateboard kept going down the hill and almost hit a car. Oh, my God. I was like, no. Oh, man, I was this close to just eating shit.
Even quaint old Cedar Key, Trace can find trouble.
Oh, yeah. That cop that was doing like 15 laps a day, I was like, man, if I lived here, I'm sure that guy would know my name.
Be on a first name basis.
He'd be like Otis the Drunken, maybe. Yep. Trace had the keys to a cell. Just lock himself up.
We only drove the golf cart around for maybe an hour to a half hour the whole time we were there. And I passed that cop 15 times. I mean, he was just like, that was his spot, was the island of Cedar Key.
He was like, eventually I'm going to get that guy.
Yeah.
Probably a cake gig. Cedar Key cop.
Now, do you get, as a cop, when you're doing something like that, do you get, like, you're not always doing Cedar Key, right? You don't get,
That's
You're
your.
just a Cedar Key
That's
cop
your
and you
meat.
get to
it's,
drive around and do nothing all day.
There's not much to Cedar Key, so
Yeah.
Was it Cedar Key Police? Did it say on it?
I don't know.
How do you not know? How do you not know that? Was it a sheriff?
Are you saying do they get to rotate so he doesn't just always have to do Cedar Key?
Yeah, where he's not just got the easiest cop job being a cop driving around Cedar Key for 8 hours. I mean, a boring job. That would be boring as hell, wouldn't it?
Yep.
Just driving in circles for 8 hours.
Better than getting shot at. That's what I say.
Yeah, sometimes it's a lot more fun.
Jerry, so how do you like your steak? A little pink in the middle or
Pink in the middle. Yeah, not raw. I don't want no red.
No red.
Medium?
No blood. Yeah, medium.
Medium,
Yeah.
good medium.
I think Grandma was going to come over and have some steak. She likes hers no pink. So just cook her a little piece with no.
What
I'm going to go to the store and get some normal steaks.
Raw. No pink means raw or well done.
Well done.
Shoe leather.
Well done.
She like it shoe leather.
Shoe leather.
Shoe leather. I used to have one of these too. The crazy car trays. The crazy car.
Oh, those were good too.
Like this.
You can really do it with 360 in that.
Yeah.
My dad epoxied those wheels too. I wore them out. Oh, this
Not
girl.
with a girl.
This girl ain't gonna do
She
shit.
never even rode anything.
This is being politically correct.
She doesn't even know
commercial.
how to sit in it.
That's in the
Boo. Boo.
Then you put Berlin in there, baby.
Yeah.
Go 100 miles.
Yeah, put Berlin in there, then we got a commercial.
Oh, this is the worst demonstration video ever.
Oh, look. And then she's got to go back for a hug.
Yeah, Berlin come back and say, take one of these wheels off. Let's do it with one wheel.
Man, that's great.
I don't know how much kids are playing with that kind of stuff anymore.
How did that one, the red car with the yellow roof that everybody had? I heard it was like the #1 selling thing ever.
Oh, okay.
Were you Flintstone type deal?
Yeah.
I mean, we had one of those, and those sucked, right? Like
Yeah,
you
they sucked. Couldn't do anything else.
It looked cool, and you get in, and you're like, "This is kind of cool," and you're like, "Well, I can't. I gotta move it with my feet. Like this doesn't work."
Yeah.
I think the Power Wheels, the automatic cars, they look like cars, and the kids drive them. And
Yeah.
they got the battery. But Trace loved the hell out of that thing. He would just run around the yard all day long.
Yep. Loved it.
And charge it up.
Harper had the same thing, but it was that tractor.
Yeah.
That thing had some
went
horsepower.
That thing went fast.
I mean, we did skits, Trace Hogan skits on it and stuff all the time. Me and Jerry.
Yeah.
Wouldn't a grown person fit in it?
Yeah, I mean, you'd spin the tires with a grown up on it.
Kick it into second gear, man. I think it would fly.
I think I bought a battery that was too big for it.
Oh, that's what it was. I think over
Too much charge.
Yeah.
Overcharged battery. I don't know.
That's the best kind.
This story. Let's be careful about this story.
Okay.
I mean, it's so ridiculous.
Oh,
It's so
yeah.
ridiculous. It's
Yeah.
so ridiculous. But I'm gonna play it and then we'll
I've
talk
seen
about
this.
it. It's so ridiculous.
I automatically said that's
She's upset over the song the teacher sang to her son at school.
unacceptable. And I don't think nothing's funny about it.
Prather says there's a history of black people being described that way, which makes it extremely upsetting.
My skin is boiling. I don't even.
Skin is boiling. Her blood's not
in
boiling.
In touch with a lawyer. That's what you're doing.
Yeah.
Skin is boiling.
Like racism and to know where we come from and our ancestors. And for us.
So she's teaching this kid how to be racist.
Yeah.
What song?
You'll find out. You'll find out.
To be labeled like that, because when they call us monkey, they basically saying that we're ugly, we act like a monkey, and all this and that. I don't like that at all.
Oh, you
Polk
look
County
like
Public
a
Schools
monkey,
district
and you
staff
act like one too.
Yeah, that
We
was-
used to
And the
sing that
HR
to everybody.
department are reviewing this. I followed up with additional questions, like is this the first time this teacher has sung this song to students?
Can
and
I tell you
also
something?
asked.
And that kid would have never thought
Nope.
anything about
Nope.
that had his mom not.
Yeah,
put it into
if you
his
listen
head.
to the story, you're absolutely correct.
Yep.
Yeah.
How did her mom figure this out?
I don't know.
I think
don't
the
know.
kid went home and said something.
While this is being reviewed, will the teacher still be in the classrooms?
I hope because she's a danger to students.
Yeah. And not that the kid went home and said something like they picked on me, just like, oh, I had a birthday and yada, yada, yada.
Just said what happened.
Not heard back.
He might have thought the song was funny and sang
did.
it to his mom.
And related it to his mom.
Yet.
I don't play games about my child.
In a letter to the
She don't play games.
school board, Prather asked for an apology, immediate disciplinary action, and counseling for her son.
Because once you
Counseling.
apologize, you admit that you did something,
something
wrong,
wrong.
and then the lawyer can file the
Yeah.
lawsuit.
So, see, she admitted.
And that's why nobody apologizes for things when they go, oh, they should have at least apologized. No, they can't because of you fucking
Because
assholes.
you're going to sue them.
Yeah.
After receiving no response, she decided to show up in
Her
person.
kid needs counseling, she says.
Needs counseling from his mother.
Exactly.
Again, another example of these fucking bitches making kids crazy.
Making kids crazy.
They just kept saying it's an active investigation. They can't answer no questions or anything like that.
Angelicia Bruton, 10 Tampa Bay.
Prather says her son was moved to a different classroom after the incident, but he hasn't returned to school since. She now plans to transfer him to another school.
Here it is.
The other
They're
school's going great.
They're finally getting to it. Here we go.
Kid smiling away.
Here comes the other version.
Would you like the funny song now that I sing to you? Okay, it goes like this.
So she sings this to every kid whose birthday it is because it's a song that's been around for, I don't know, 100 years or more.
And we all sang it to our white friends.
And I never thought about any connotation other than it's just a stupid little funny song.
Yeah. Happy birthday to you. You live in the zoo. You look like a monkey. And you smell like one, two.
We used to say, and you act like one.
Act like one. Act like one. Yeah,
The kid smiling, you know, I mean.
Happy birthday, legend.
Big effing deal. Big effing deal. Legend. His name is Legend.
Yeah, right. Like, that was a smart move right off the bat.
It tells you something. Usually people with names like that end up in a mugshot.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a real legendary.
Yep.
Yeah, that's.
And where's Daddy? No, Daddy not around, man. Okay.
And
Gee.
the whole family has victim syndrome.
Yep.
You know, I mean, if you're gonna own things, you're gonna have a problem with everybody. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can't call me this because my history says this and my history says that. You know, that's insulting to me, and that's insulting to me. I mean, you just can't go around owning every freaking word in the English language.
Yeah.
You know, and some people are starting to own a little bit too much.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, allegedly, the pendulum is swinging back the other way a little bit.
But
we shall see.
They should do nothing, and they certainly shouldn't win any lawsuit.
Like growing up, and I say this with God strike me down right now. A hangman's noose to me was always a cowboy thing growing up to me.
Exactly. Yeah.
It never meant anything else to me than like a cowboy, somebody stealing horses or something out west where they instead of, there was no electric chair, so they hung them back then. That's all it meant to me. And like a few years back, all of a sudden it was a black thing.
Yeah, no, you're barely allowed to use the word noose.
Yeah, and I was like, where did that come from? And they owned that. You just can't start owning shit. Maybe there was abuse. There was a little abuse here and there or whatever. But you just can't start owning shit. That all right, we'll take that word out of the English language. Yeah. We'll all be using sign language.
I can remember I was doing Ned was doing a parody about autoerotic asphyxiation, a song about it live, and he had a noose around his neck because that's what you're doing. Now, I don't think you can do that nowadays.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
I don't nothing to do with racism or
exactly
zero racial connotation. But now they've taken that away, like you said. So now they own it.
And hey, black people aren't the only ones that do this stuff, that own up shit. You know, they're like, well, Jewish people, Holocaust survivors, and this and that.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? You're third generation. Nothing happened to you. You know, yeah, okay, it deserves to be in the history books, but nothing happened to you. You know. I mean, I'm Irish. Fucking English has been fucking us for years. You know, so, but what am I going to start saying? You can't, use all these, you shouldn't use the English language. That's abusive to my heritage. All right, nobody can speak English anymore. What is that bullshit?
So you're not playing the Irish victim card, Jerry?
Yeah, I mean, what the, nothing. I'm now born here. I have nothing to do with Ireland. I've been there twice. Trust me, I'm not Irish. That people are way too nice.
So, did you like the espresso martini?
I loved it.
Man, he sucked that
I may
down.
start showing up on Friday nights, man. You got to give Luann the recipe.
All right.
That was
Yeah,
good.
those are pretty. That's my favorite.
Yeah, I could see myself throwing up like Mike anytime soon.
Yeah.
A little scotch, a little espresso martini, a little Coors Light. Yeah, I'll be in the bathroom.
Luann will be picking them up off the
Yeah,
floor.
exactly right. No, leave me here, honey. I'm good.
It's pretty tasty.
Yeah, that was good.
Well, thank you.
Is it? This was an X post, and I was just curious because it seems to be more of a thing that happens now than back in the day.
Trace is getting ready to show the.
Oh, is he out? Is he on
I
the,
just saw him on the
grill?
screen. Yeah.
Yeah, I see the thing.
Oh, hang on. Let me.
Is his mic up? Trace, can you? Oh, he doesn't have a. Do you want? Oh, he's got
What?
headphones.
I got a what?
Oh, we can hear
Hey,
you
we
good.
can hear him. There
Okay.
it is. There's the camera.
Can you see that?
Lower it. There
Pretty
you go.
square.
Yeah.
Cut them into squares.
So they come the.
Is that the way they come?
Yeah.
Kind of
those
came
ones
like
do.
that. So
the other
I just
ones
cut it
don't.
in half. Then under that, you got the picanha.
Yeah, leave the fat on them, man. That's all right.
Oh,
Fat,
I'm leaving the fat
I don't
on.
eat the fat. It's just, but that's where the taste
the
is.
flavor comes
Yeah,
from.
that's where the taste is.
Yeah.
I think it's about time.
All right. Make sure you put like his and your grandma's off to the side to make sure she's got no
Grandma here.
You know what?
no
You know
pink.
what?
She don't like the
okay.
pink.
All right.
She likes it. I don't know, medium or what?
No, it's well done with no pink.
All right.
Well done with no pink.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's getting ready to put them on there.
Those ones on. I gotta pay attention to these ones. I'm gonna cook the other ones after these. Maybe, I don't know. Fuck it, I'll just put
I
them
need
on.
to go check
There
on
you
my
go.
something.
Check on what?
My
What?
potatoes.
Are those? I think bugs out there making noise, Trace.
I like the cicadas or whatever.
Those are loud, man.
What?
Yeah, they are.
Then it fades in, and then they stop, and then they start.
Start again.
Oh, there they come. There they come again.
Could be sizzling from the steak.
Yeah, I want to hear this. I want to mic up that. Are they sizzling yet?
They're not sizzling
Okay,
yet.
not yet.
They got a little sizzle to them.
All right, cook them up good, buddy.
Cooking 'em up.
Do Heights Meat Market justice.
I will.
Prince Nevada land deed special delivered them just for you and Jerry. For all you do, he said.
Where did this come from now? Where?
Heights Meat Market. Donna, where exactly is that store? It's in Valrico. Heights Meat Market.
Heights Meat Market, Valrico. Okay, that's south of
They
here,
got
isn't
a-
it?
Yeah. They
okay.
got a. It's. Is that south of Brandon? I don't even know where Valrico is. I've lived here all my life. I don't know if I've ever been to Valrico. What'd you say, babe? East of Brandon.
East of Brandon. Ooh,
Heights Meat Market. They got a big selection of
I've heard
anything
of
you
them,
want.
yeah.
You got some exotic. You can get elk and stuff.
No, I ain't going that road. But I mean, it was on the way home. I'd stop and get a steak, but that's a little south of me.
They got picanha and all this good stuff that Trace is cooking up right now. I'm gonna wait for him to come back in for this story. Let me find a different story. It's like everybody's keen on the cyber trucks and the Teslas, but it says college student burned alive after Tesla Cybertruck doors malfunction, trapped inside.
How did that?
Because it's all
electric, I guess.
like it's hooked to your phone. I mean, so everything, like you can get your phone.
Yeah.
So if something happened, with a glitch, and then you burn alive in your car.
You'd think there'd be a safety thing there, though, right?
You would think. I mean, I like the old days when you had a little thing.
The button.
You pull it up.
Exactly.
It was like,
button.
Pull it up and push it down.
How do you solve this problem? A
was
button. Put a button in there.
It was also easier to get into your car because you could wrap that coat hanger around,
around
that thing and lift it up.
Pick the lock. Exactly right.
Says 3 college students were killed in the early morning crash that when their electronic vehicle burst into flames after striking a retaining wall.
You see, I don't.
So 2 people died.
I don't know. You know, I'm still worried about those electric. I still. I don't know if I'm going off the story or not, but like with my golf cart, I got an electric golf cart, and you're out playing golf and you run into these people with the electric golf carts. I mean, I have a gas golf cart.
You got gas?
I have gas, and I run into these people with electric golf carts, and it's so much. Not that the electric, my gas golf cart's loud, but when you're next to an electric one, it's so much. It's like,
It doesn't make, it barely makes a sound.
Yeah, and I'm like, and like as of even yesterday, I stopped in a golf store, and golf cart store, and I was looking at them, and I was like, but I just like my golf cart a lot better for some reason. I don't know why. I just like mine better. I really want to get an electric, but then the other thing is I'm afraid like one night that fucking battery's going to go on fire, and the house is on fire. And I talk to guys who have them. I go, aren't you worried? Nah, blah, blah, blah. You're not worried until fucking thing goes on fire, Because, you close that garage, like in Florida, it gets hot in there. So now you come back off the golf course and the battery's already hot, and now you're in a hot garage. I mean,
I don't know how prevalent it is, but if your Tesla is in your garage and it catches fire, your house is burning down.
Yeah, your house is
because
gone.
They can't put the fire. It takes like 50,000 gallons.
Yeah,
of water.
and some special chemicals and all this shit.
It's a battery fire.
Yeah.
It doesn't. You can't put it out. So I don't know. I don't know if the benefits outweigh the.
I mean, and I like. Just for a little quiet, and I like my golf cart, and I'm like, I'm good. I got it the way I want it, and this and that, And I said, I want to get an electric one, and I go and I went and I looked and I'm like, I just don't like them better. I like mine better.
Why? Just
for the quiet. That was it. It's like you don't even know it's there.
You don't like the quiet.
I like the quiet, and that's what's attracting me to it. But then once I look at the golf cart, I don't like the golf cart. I like my golf cart better. And the little noise that my golf cart makes, it's not worth trading over.
It's not a big deal.
Yeah, it's not worth trading over.
Yes, Spice, who does it, he does the hang with me on Wednesday nights. He's got a Cybertruck.
Yeah.
And we took us for a ride in it, and the acceleration is like if you hit the gas.
0 to 60,
it's like crazy. It's just you're like that's crazy, but I don't really need that.
Yeah, it's a strange little truck, that Cybertruck. I mean, it's a strange looking car. I don't know. Is it nice inside? I've never been inside. Is it nice inside?
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, it's nice.
I mean, I like the Teslas too. I mean, I've been in them. It's nice. You got the screens and all that shit. But now all the cars got the gas-powered cars. They got all them screens now too. So I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm not big into the doodads.
Yeah, either am I. But like I said, the first thing. Oh, look at you got the electron. But now all the gas-powered things. Luann's car, I think it's got like a 27-inch screen in the fucking dashboard. It's like HD and all this other bullshit.
When you're watching movies.
Yeah, you can. I think you can. I'm not sure.
Doesn't sound like a good idea.
Yeah, that's what that's the first thing I thought of. I was like, boy, there's an awful lot to look at while you're driving.
Check out the steaks. Oh, yeah.
Oh, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, I got the first of my Wagyu done.
He's just sears his.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to try.
Oh, he likes his raw.
Yeah, he's a real savage.
He's like
his daughters are savages, too. That's how they eat their steak.
You see, like, I see in mine, too. Like, I'll throw my barbecue up like $5.50. You know.
Oh, that's good.
And then I just drop the steak on it, you know, and I'd sear it, you know, 2-3 minutes, and then flip it another 2, and I get my pink, but it's seared in. You get all the juices and stuff. I can't eat it red though. When I put it on a plate and I see it bleeding, I'm like, no, this ain't done.
How was it, Trace?
Oh, it was pretty good. I don't know if you guys would like it.
How come?
Because it's raw.
It's got the the marbling's kind of like fat.
Uh-huh.
And it's fucking delicious. But I don't know. You guys might be weird.
Was that the picanha or was that the?
That was the Wagyu. I just tried a little bit of.
I like you know, like Luann's stuck on one steak, and I like any, as long as it's cooked right. I like any steak. I mean, meat is meat if it's done right.
Meat is meat.
Yeah, you know.
Better be doing it up right. That's
I'm
a lot
trying.
it's a lot of flame there,
A lot
buddy.
of pressure.
It's a lot of flame.
A lot of flame going. Oh, that looks good though. Oh yeah. Ooh, it's hot.
Hey, you need a
Keep
little
losing
water,
my
need a
tongue.
little water gun there to knock
I
down
do
that
need
flame.
I think I need a water
Knock
gun.
down that flame, buddy.
Stat, water gun stat.
I'll close the top. It'll be all right.
Put it over to the right
get 'em
side
flipped.
there. Get it off that flame.
Better. Don't F up those steaks,
There
buddy.
we go. There we go. Whew. I think his Wagyu should be about done, or the medium well. That's looking done.
Medium, not medium well.
Medium. I meant medium.
buddy.
Sorry. Oh, I got some water now. Oh, there we go.
I'll take
Calm
some.
it down.
I'll take a piece medium as well, Trace.
All right.
Try to.
Whew, it's hot.
It's so weird how I quit. Don and I quit eating meat.
Meat,
you know,
yeah,
30 years ago, and I want to eat it now. And it's like, okay, I kind of don't like it. I don't know. Something in my brain. It sucks.
Well, you know, like you get off of it, and like
it's a sure chewy.
Like I don't drink soda a lot. You know, like I won't drink you know, and that's up into the 20s. Soda every day, maybe 1 or 2 or whatever. And then I just got off of it. And then I don't know, somewhere along the line, you go out and instead of a beer, all right, give me a Coke. It's like, fuck, this is like drinking sugar.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa.
So much sugar in a soda. Chef Trace.
I always heard people saying, oh, I don't like soda. It's too sweet. And I was like, what a fucking weirdo.
Yeah,
and now I kind of quit drinking soda, and when I do, I'm like, this is a little bit too sweet for me.
That's what I'm saying. You get off of it, and all of a sudden it's like, damn, a lot of sugar in here.
Oh, I lost a piece. I lost a small piece.
That's a crime.
Oh, no, I lost a small piece.
Grill
$50 piece of meat there.
Come on,
no.
buddy.
I'm so devastated. This is the biggest crime I've ever committed.
Get a pitchfork and open up that grill there.
And rinse it off.
I might.
Dog gets a treat.
It's going back on.
Brandon says you can't cook.
Why is he saying I can't cook?
I don't know. He's
But
watching.
you lost a piece of meat.
Yeah, you lost a piece of meat down the grill, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
You never leave a piece of meat behind.
Oh, these
You
parts
left
are
a
just
piece
fat
of meat
right
behind.
Here. Ooh, I'm gonna eat those.
What's the ETA? It's
Um,
about ready, right?
It's getting pretty close.
All righty. Like Donald, did you? I don't know. I don't know if we got a side or not.
Oh, I think I saw her making some potatoes.
Oh, potatoes! Excellent. Potatoes and meat and potatoes is what we got going on, Jerry.
When I was in a grocery store, they put out the chicken wings and all that shit, and sometimes they put out potato wedges that they cook.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have them this morning. I was thinking of picking that up, but they weren't out yet, I guess.
Well, good thing I made some.
Donna's got the potatoes covered.
Trace, do you need longer? I gave him longer tongs. Where are they?
She's got teeny tongs.
I lost my tongs, and now I got baby tongs. I don't know what happened.
He lost his tongs.
It's all good. I got baby tongs. Baby tongs is all I need.
Baby Tongs, that's your rap name. MC
Sounds a
Baby
little
Tongs.
MC Baby Tongs.
Man, that's a lot of flame, buddy.
Freak Show says it's ready. Take them off.
Give it a little more sear.
Uncut Meaty Mandingo says, "Oh wait, no worries. Everybody wants them well done."
Yeah, I got some. Everybody wants them well done. That's how I do them. It's not how I do them.
Nah, I don't. You ain't effing up these steaks, are you, Trey?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Could be.
The chat is.
You gotta keep your record intact. So far, you haven't given me a bad meal yet.
Ned's Navy says plastic tip tongs are not for grilling. Melting microplastics on our steaks, Jerry.
Yeah, those Teflon things don't work on fire.
Well, you're getting a little microplastics
Getting
today.
little microplastics with our steak.
All right. I think you're all about done.
All righty.
Woo!
Fantastic.
I'll be in a minute.
Put them on a plate, let them sit for a minute, and let's go.
Chef Trace, there's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure, buddy.
Oh, I'm hearing microplastic.
It better be good, buddy. Did you? Did you ever? I saw this on X. They're talking about this guy saying he can't imagine couples who don't share finances and they keep them separate. And I think it used to be more of a thing where you put your money in together. But I think all the young people now, they keep their stuff separate.
Yeah.
How were you in your life? Were you like,
I just gave Luann a
that's
check.
What I just gave him. That's what I gave him.
And then one electronic went right in the bank to Luann. I mean, now I kind of have a little thing on the side.
Yeah.
But I still
he's
give
got a little side action.
Well, no, but I still give Luann so much a month, because she pays all the bills and stuff. But it's not like, well, let me see the electric bill, $100. Well, here's $50. I just
I can't imagine living like that.
And if Luann was short, she'd let me know. So.
Did you pay your half of the rent, Jerry?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So
I was always just here's the check,
and
babe.
that's the way my parents were. Right?
That's how my parents were too.
And
that's just, but I don't know. I have to do a little asking to see what our kids do.
I don't think Lauren's like that. My daughter. I don't think. I think they're like. I don't know. You know what? I never really asked, but it's just I get that impression that it's like one big pot.
Communal,
yeah, it's one big pot, and that's that. I could be wrong. Like I said, I never asked.
Yeah, that's how me and Donna. Like you said, that's our parents. My parents were that way.
Yeah,
but
I guess because I was somehow, coming down here and stuff, I was a little bit older than, getting into the workforce here. I seem to be older than the other people in the office that I worked with at time. Most people, and like the younger people, like I noticed that, like, what do you mean? Oh no, it's so much a month for rent and I give them that. Or so much rent and I give her that, and electric bill was this and I give her that. I'm like, really? And like, oh yeah, my money's my money.
That's good.
And I was like, I don't get that.
My money's my money. Yeah. I never even understood that either. How's it looking, Trace?
It's looking good.
Carving it up out there. When should we take a break, babe?
No, he's gonna bring the food in here first.
Oh, okay. So he's gonna take a. So make sure everything.
Jerry,
do you
want something else to drink? You want something to drink? Soda, beer, soda water.
Water. I don't get water. I gotta go see Lauren after this. So I better stop drinking.
I'll take one of those beers in there.
Which one?
Busch Light. Trace.
I'd have another martini here, but that would put me under the desk.
Yeah,
good. I mean,
they got a little kick to them too.
Yeah,
good stuff.
Yeah, I got a little, not a buzz, but I know I had a drink.
It's one of my favorite things is espresso martinis. That make me a foo-foo guy. Usually I drink beer, but if I'm going to a bar, I might get an espresso martini.
Exactly.
And Donna makes them here. It's like they're delicious.
They're big up in the villages. They have like jugs of them, like the bars.
They
make like a jug of them, and then they'll put the cream and the chocolate on top at the end. But they mix up the batch ahead of time. They have jugs of them. I was like, damn.
Oh, he's bringing it in here. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, I got the camera.
Baby.
Hang on, I got to get the camera on. There we go. Oh, let me get the Donna cam on.
There it is.
All right. This is the Wagyu right here.
Ooh, look at that.
The closest one's the rare one I made for myself, and then there's the medium ones for Jerry. And then some of the pecan you cut up. You can see all that. Look at all that fat.
Oh man,
What are you saying?
that's a lot of fat. You just eat that fat?
This one right here. It looks a lot different than normal.
Oh, it's redder than normal?
Yeah, it looks different.
Is that what you're going to try
And
to
then
slide
these
by
are,
me?
these are your medium picantes.
What's a picante? I don't know what it is.
It's just a type of cut with a lot of fat on one side and then regular sirloin on the other.
Oh, so it's a sirloin steak with a lot of fat on it?
Yeah, but yeah. One side of it,
but I
but
gave it a fancy name so I can another $1 a pound. But it's a sirloin with fat on it.
yeah, pretty much. It's delicious.
It's a fancy name makes it more.
Picante. I was like, I never heard of picante.
Makes it more expensive.
I'm gonna try a little bit. Oh, this is just a piece of fat I cut off the picante. I'm gonna try that.
This is Wagyu?
Yeah, it's the Wagyu.
Tender.
Here's some
Oh.
forks and
All right, and we got the taters coming.
just the fat off of it is delicious. It's amazing. It's like melting your mouth. Oh, so
I
good.
don't know if you want a plate or not.
All right,
Mikey.
Thank you. All right. So I could take a break. Nobody wants to see us eat the steak. I don't think. I don't think they want to see us eat it.
Oh, well, we gotta try it. Everybody's gotta try it
All right.
out.
Well, give me. Yeah.
All right, I got you. There you go. This is the pecan. This is like a piece of bacon. You gotta try that. It looks like it.
Taking the break until we try the food on the air.
What's that big one you said it's bacon? Because you cooked it well done.
Yeah, I cooked that one well done.
Good. Potatoes, too. Woo, baby. I don't know. Lauren, if you're listening, we're not going out to lunch for, I don't think.
Potatoes?
Sure. Let me get Trace's plate. Trace, you want potatoes?
Here, I'll bring it
Oh,
around.
okay.
I'm good right now.
You want potatoes?
Oh, I'll take potatoes.
All right.
Which is the medium? That's a medium?
Looks medium.
All right. With the fat on it?
Mm-hmm.
See, I got to cut the fat off. That's a little bit too much fat. And this is picante?
That's picante.
Tanya.
Picanha. It's done. I'm never gonna get it right now.
No, you're not.
And this is the Wagyu. That's the one with fat.
No, I'll take the fat.
Yeah,
Don't
I
worry
know,
about
give
it.
me the fat.
Woo.
I'll cut the fat off and give it back to you.
There's one right over there on Tracy.
Pretty good.
See, I mean,
Does it just taste like a regular steak if you cut
To
the
me,
fat off?
yeah.
It's like a regular
Yeah.
steak.
yeah. I mean, it's good. It tastes
Which
like a
one?
good steak.
I mean, I like it
tastes like
'cause-
a good regular
Which
steak.
do you like better,
know.
Trace? The picanha?
I think I might. You know, the Wagyu. The first bite was delicious. Oh, so was the second bite. Never mind. They're both pretty good.
Picanha's pretty good.
All right, Trace, I want to try some. Send one a piece my way.
Oh, the potatoes are hot.
The potatoes are hot.
Hot.
Well, you must have got a hot one. There you go.
Ooh.
You want the rest of this one?
What about your mother?
So I'm supposed to just cut this fat off and
What about Grandma? Where's Grandma?
I'm not going to eat this one. Which one is this?
That's like a medium
What's
well.
got a hot one?
Wagyu?
Medium well picante. Here's a medium
I like the medium.
Wagyu.
Trace is giving me
And then here's a.
picante because she wants my fat.
that's what it
There
is.
you go. That's like a more rare of the Wagyu.
Oh.
What?
Wagyu's pretty good.
They're pretty good.
Wagyu's very good.
Wow.
But I mean,
It's still got a little piece
Wagyu's
of like
tender.
unedible
Wagyu's
fat
tender.
in it, just like the littlest
Where?
piece.
There's somewhere in it?
Did you
marbling.
show that up at the camera?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
This Wagyu's really good.
You know, people were hating on the Wagyu when I was asking about it, but it was pretty damn good. They're both delicious.
The picante's good too. It's got picante has a little more flavor. More steak
All
flavor.
that fat.
But But the Wagyu's tasty with that
That's
marbling.
better than the last steak we had.
It was
for
way
sure.
better. It's way better.
Well, because I wasn't feeling it after 40 years of not eating meat.
think
I
this-
wasn't really feeling that. I don't know what we made before, a T-bone or something.
I'm gonna just follow Jerry around when he goes out to eat and eat all the fat he cuts off his steaks. I'm gonna survive off of that.
Drives Luann crazy. Drives her absolutely nuts.
But does she not eat it, or does she not eat? She gets something else.
No, she'll eat. You know, she'll suck on a bone and all that crap.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah, I won't know, man.
I have a picture of Luann sucking on the bone.
Which one?
I
do
have
you...
pictures. No.
Jerry's got video.
No.
Which one do you guys like better?
Oh gosh, it's actually
It's
kind of hard.
Yeah, I think the Wagyu is tenderer.
Yeah.
You know.
I think I might like the picante because of the fat.
Picante.
Yeah, you might.
Picante. Just let me say picante.
Trying to help.
I don't eat the fat,
don't
but I
know.
suck the fat. I suck all the flavor out of it.
You know, I don't like ordering steak in public places a lot of times.
See, if it's got a bunch of good, the black crispy stuff on it.
Yeah, pretty good.
Suck that right off. Don't look at me.
I like the, you know, if I get a T-bone steak, like that's something that has to be done at home. I couldn't imagine eating a T-bone steak, you know, because I eat all the meat around it. And once you eat all the meat around the bone, you got to pick the bone up and get all the stuff off of it. You got to gnaw on that bone a little bit.
Give me another piece of that.
I bet your
little
kids are
thin
bone
shot.
gnawers. Is
Yeah.
Harper a bone gnawer?
Which one is that?
Or a fat eater?
There's, well, you know, we're
That's a
living
Wagyu
in a
weapon.
family home that can only afford one T-bone steak, and Daddy gets the bone. So
I want some more of that Wagyu.
oh, I did. I should have cooked more of it. Not more. And there's one more piece I didn't cook. It felt like so much steak, and then I brought it in here, and it like what? What's this? That is the one you wanted. Can I have that? Yeah. That's the Wagyu. I'll cook the rest of it while y'all are doing the show.
So here's cheers to Breast Nevada Landy and Heights Meat Market.
Yeah.
Heights Meat Market.
Woo!
All right.
That was pretty good.
We don't do much eating on the show, so we thought we'd have a little steak today.
Now we can take a break.
All right.
That Wagyu is good.
Oh, it is good.
Oh, both good.
Both good, yeah.
Both tender pieces of meat. I think the Wagyu had a little bit more taste.
No, I owe you. I gotta get your $60 back. I forgot.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't have to pay?
We didn't have to pay.
Free, Jerry.
Heights Market, you the man! Heights Market, you the man in Heights.
Yeah.
I thought he gave you a deal or something.
He even delivered it to my flower shop.
Gosh, now that's service right there. That's amazing. And it's so good, man.
This Wagyu is,
Hey, Heights Market's got some good meat, man.
I might start
Wagyu
eating
is
meat
good.
again.
This is delicious.
That's good
It's
meat.
Wagyu.
Why didn't they tell me?
Now this leather bootstrappy maybe not so much.
That might be for Grandma. That might be for Grandma.
All right.
The fire was a little hot. Got hot all of a sudden.
That was good. That was good.
That was good.
I got a bunch of
Trace, your record's still intact, buddy.
All right, good.
So I'm happy because I didn't like the last one we had. And I was like, I guess I'll
I'm
never.
trying to think of which one it was.
Yeah, and but I took one bite of that Wagyu and I was like, I could do this.
Yeah.
I could do this. And the potatoes.
Oh. Now, did you put anything on it?
Just salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper,
I
right?
usually put a little more, but
No, that's all I ever
But
do. I
that's-
just salt and pepper it.
so people are real strict about you just put salt and pepper on your steaks, and if you put anything else on it, you're the devil. But the only other thing I'll put on instead of salt, I'll put some garlic salt on it sometimes, and I'm like, I don't know if people would
What
get
about-
pissed about it.
What
or
about a
not.
little butter?
So,
Little
yeah,
butter?
that's
What
what
do you
I'm
look
Oh
like?
yeah,
At
maybe a
the
little
end.
butter.
At the end.
Butter
When-
on
a
top.
minute
Let it
before
melt
it's
on.
done.
Yeah. I should have put some butter on top.
Well, the
Or the
potatoes
potatoes?
were delicious.
Oh, the
right?
potatoes are
very
good
good.
too.
Not Wagyu. Man, I want more. Come on,
Donna,
buddy.
your record's still in check, too.
Thank you. All right, time
You
for
know,
a break.
all right, time for a break. You know,
What's that?
there's a new hurricane Jerry.
Hurricane Jerry.
Hurricane Jerry coming.
Hurricane Jerry.
I'm just going out to sea, though.
Yeah, I'm going to trick you all. I'm going to make a quick left. Just to mess with you.
All right, I think during the break, we're not coming back. It's going to be the Mike and Jerry show, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll cook the. I'll throw the other wagyu on there for you guys after the show. Or do you want me to bring it in?
Maybe
at the
you
end?
just bring it in.
I'll bring it in. I'll bring it in.
You can talk for a little bit and eat a little wagyu.
We can eat like a Trump.
I'm down. I'm down with that.
All right, I'll get cooking.
That's what I like to hear. Get cooking,
I'll
Trace.
get cooking. Maybe
That's
I can
what I
How are
focus
you
more.
not 500 pounds, Mike? I mean, this guy here is, like 6-0 with me. Donna's never made a bad meal. I mean, both of them.
Yeah, I mean, get some good eats around here,
Yeah.
I'm telling you. All right, let me find something real quick here to play, and we'll be back. Excuse me. We'll be back with the Mike and Jerry show, maybe eating a little more steak.
Yeah.
In just a minute. Original Roundtree.
Bubba had run-ins, and, this is still America. You still have freedom of speech as far as opinions and
Is
things
that
of
him?
nature.
He looks like
And
a
he's
little
had
man child. Doesn't he?
That's a bad. See, who's running this camera? Who's approving this footage for the documentary? You look great here. This is the best footage we
like
got.
a little baby with a big head, or something.
There's tiny little arms there.
I mean, listen to this audio. This
What is
high
Reggie even talking? And there's like seagulls.
Seagulls
in the back.
the whole time. Every time you go to Reggie in the whole documentary, it's like, he was like, "Meet me down by the birds."
I'll bring the French fries.
The whole time, just picture the whole time Reggie's talking.
He's feeding the birds while he's doing the interview.
And what is he babbling about freedom of speech? That has nothing to do. It has nothing to do with our deal.
No,
I got to hear some more
You'll
seagulls.
have
Some
to
more seagulls.
share it again.
They've got him talking. There's background music and seagulls.
And French fries being thrown in the air.
Any legitimate documentary, this winds up on the cutting room floor. You don't, the people, there's some standards in filmmaking, and this is not. People go, they go, Reggie, we got to do that again. There's a bunch of fucking birds in the background.
This is going in another direction. It says Heather was at the premiere of the tape. She had her legs wide open, giving an upskirt shot of the audience.
I thought he was being serious.
No, but you think Heather would be there?
Kim Kardashian made $1 billion off a sex tape. Why not? Those kind of people love that kind of attention.
I want to hear the birds.
It's funny because I had a picture of Heather, and she did actually do that at one of the Bubba Paloozas. She was sitting up there, and she didn't have any under. You couldn't really see, but
yeah.
She didn't know that you couldn't see because it was too dark in there. But she did. She like opened her legs when I was taking a picture of like her and Hamill's wife sitting together. I think I had ended. I was like, oh, I wish I had that picture. I think I had deleted it because I was like, oh, gross.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she did actually do that.
All right, let's get on with Reggie's seagull audio.
And the man baby. Let's get on with it.
As far as opinions and things.
You sharing it? Yeah. You guys can't get over the seagulls.
So loud. It's every time they go to him in the documentary was mostly seagull audio.
I think they're like, let's play some music, maybe that'll drown out the seagulls. And you can barely hear what Reggie said.
I didn't even hear anything you said.
Can't get enough of the seagulls.
Have freedom of speech as far as opinions and things of that nature. And he's had run-ins with state attorneys and other local politicians and things of that nature. And he's not one to...
I can hear what he says. All I hear is seagulls.
Oh, my God.
Oh, what's something about freedom of speech?
back when exposing something that he thinks is wrong. And
he said nature preserve.
Like I said, meet me down by the birds.
Okay, so he is like the third or fourth older guy that I've seen doing interviews. I said David Lee Roth was doing it, and some other guy. They're wrapping these headband things around their necks so you can't see how old they are because their necks are all wrinkly. That's the only reason they're doing it, right? Because to me, and they look so gay, right?
Yes.
Oh, gay guys,
Yes.
right? Like
Yes.
ascot. Is it an ascot that they
Yeah.
wrap around their necks like that and look super gay? So they're all opting to look gay as opposed to have their wrinkled neck show.
Well, you got the sunglasses. And you got that thing, and normally also you combine that with some form of hat.
Yeah.
And nobody knows how old you are.
Right,
You
'cause
can be
they're
an
all-
old creep for like 5 minutes before they suss you out.
And what it is they're all getting work done on their faces, just like women, because men have become vain like women. And so they're all getting,
Cutting the scars.
their eyebrows done and the facelifts, and maybe they're getting their lips done. I don't know what else they're getting done, but they're all being like women, getting work done. And then when you see their neck, it's a total, they're like, oh, but you got to cover your neck because your neck isn't getting done.
I mean, this is
and they all wear these.
News anchor. You'd think this guy out of everybody would know not to do the interview by the birds.
You would think.
He's so wrapped up in his own brain, he doesn't even hear the birds.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
More birds. Play it.
I hate the bandanas wrapped around the neck, though. It looks so stupid.
Here we go.
Has facts to back it up.
Oh,
He
does
just
he?
lets loose. He's unfiltered. That's what he is. He's totally unfiltered. And that goes against the tide in politics locally here. They just, when you get caught with the truth.
What are you talking about? I can't hear you over under the seals.
And what's he talking about? Like Bubba got fired due to his unpopularity with the government or something. It's like they would have
Anything.
fired him a long time ago when he was doing the Mark Ober shit.
Yeah.
I mean, that's crazy. The state's attorney, the Florida state's attorney, I mean, whatever you call him in Tampa,
Yeah.
that's a big position. That's
Yeah.
a very political position. And we mother F that guy like nobody's business. Like nobody's business. Lord knows what he must have done something to Bubba that I have no idea what it really was. And I guess to that guy's credit, nothing ever happened to any of us. You mess with people that powerful, you get arrested for something that you maybe didn't do.
Yeah.
Fortunately, we got away with that one. I was dumb enough to go along with it. What do you want me to say? Mark Ober did now? All right. Oh my God, Reggie Roundtree.
And since we're doing this, I guess you can play the other one. The only other clip I found.
Welcome to the Mike and Jerry Show.
Hit the record button.
I did.
All right.
Full of steak, potatoes.
You know what? The potatoes were good. But the both steaks. And again, I like any steak if it's cooked. Right? I like any steak. But they were both very, very tender.
Very tasty as well.
Yes.
Good stuff. Heights Meat
Again,
Market.
thank you, Heights.
Try the picanha if you like the fatty steak, and try the Wagyu if you want a tasty steak.
And in picanha, I cut off the fat, and it was still a good piece of meat. So, like I said, leave it on while you're cooking it, and keeps the taste in there. And you cut it off.
Yeah.
It was
I
fun.
cut it and just get a little bit of fat. On it, just a little bit.
I don't want to see any of that white stuff. No, it's all off.
It's a bad year for you, Jerry. The Yankees got eliminated.
Thank God. Put me out of my misery. It's good that they, Toronto, short, sweet, get them out. Because if they got by Toronto, then either Detroit or Seattle. And they suck. They don't belong there. Again, last night, 10 strikeouts. What did Seattle? What did Toronto have? 6 strikeouts. Well, gee, if you put the ball in play more often, you might have a chance to win. How many errors? Yankees have 1. How many errors? Toronto have 0. Well, if you catch the ball, come on, you've been doing this for fucking 20 years now. You should know how to catch the goddamn ball.
Did Judge do anything?
Judge was the only thing that he actually batted like 500.
Yeah.
I think. I think he only hit one home run. But you know what? There was no, even if he was hitting home runs, there was nobody on base. Yeah, what's the big deal? Outside of the one night that he struck out with the bases loaded. But, you know, I mean, it's not like they were putting guys on base left and right. They're too busy striking out. And,
they got the biggest payroll in baseball, right?
Second or third.
Who's bigger, Dodgers?
Dodgers, and I think the Mets are bigger.
Mets, Dodgers, yeah.
I think the Mets are bigger.
How long has it been since the Yankees have won a World Series?
9, 10.
That's a long time for the Yankees.
Oh, fuck yeah.
That's a long...
That's why the manager and GM need to go. They both, if Steinbrenner was still alive today, they would have been gone 6-7 years ago. You know, Boone, come on. You know, and the thing is, I mean, outside of Judge, now Bellinger, I like Bellinger. Bellinger's a great pickup. He hit pretty good. He can field. He knows that he could throw. He could catch the ball. And he may opt out. They may lose him. He's the only one outside of Judge. He may be the only one worth keeping. I mean, geez.
Bad organization.
Terrible. I mean, you know, you got guys that just can't hit. And besides that, you got guys that can't catch the goddamn ball. I mean, guys cannot catch the ball. I'm sorry.
Fundamentals, Jerry.
Yes.
Comes down to fundamentals.
And that's, you know, what are you doing in your farm system? This vaulted farm system that they have. Everybody's a number one pick. Everybody's great. Everybody's in the top 10 of the MLB pipeline, this and that. And they come up, they can't catch the goddamn ball.
Bad organization.
Yes, exactly
and
right.
New York Giants, bad organization.
Absolutely.
They won in 4 or they won in 3?
1 and 3, I think. 1 and 3. They're about to become 1 and 4 tonight.
Yeah. They got Scadaboo. At least he's fun to watch.
Yeah, you know, but, you know, the poor guy, you know, he needs to go to Philadelphia, you know, because everybody knows they're giving him the ball. So they just like, all right, everybody key on Scadaboo. You know, I mean, come on.
They asked, here's some Giants players. They said, imitate Cam Scadaboo.
The best Scadaboo impression.
Yo, what up, Big Blue? It's 4, 4, and 6 in the trap.
Hey, let's go! Oh! Didn't they say no backflip? Oh.
Actually, get up. He do one of these right here. He shake his head.
Boom! Boom! Oh!
Maybe you all need to start acting like him. Maybe you start winning a game. You know?
Whoa! Whoa! Woo! I don't really like this one. It's really mean, and I don't like the people who are mocking me, and this is not okay.
I'm just kidding.
He's not a big guy.
No, it's not.
He's not a big guy.
No.
He runs like a big guy. He runs like All-Star.
Yeah, he's an All-Star type of guy, but he's on a shitty team. He's not on the fucking Bucks with a good team. And then my Rangers, they opened up Tuesday night. They fucking got shut out. I don't expect nothing from them this year.
It's a bad year for you, Jerry.
I may have to get into basketball. Maybe the Knicks might be the only team in New York that has a shot at winning at something.
Now, if you live in New York, growing up, do you pick the Giants or the Jets?
Yes.
You have to, so
Yeah.
is it certain areas, or it doesn't matter?
Yeah, you can. I get it's certain areas. Well, yeah, I guess. Now I guess it might be certain areas. Sometimes it's just family heritage. You know, you grew up, this and that and whatnot. Like I mean, when I moved down here, if Boston was playing the Mets, I would root for Boston. You know, because you know you don't want to see the Mets win. You know, but then you know you come down here and all the New York hate and stuff, and you start becoming a New York fan. You know, you root for the Mets or the Jets. You know, same thing with the Jets. If the Jets were playing anybody, you rooted for the other team. You know, but then you become a New York fan, I guess, when you move down here.
So you probably don't use a lot of a Chat GPT, do you, Jerry?
No.
I don't either. I don't find it really necessary.
No.
But that's what everybody's going to be doing. I thought this is a pretty good prediction of what life is going to be like in the near future.
Hey, how's it going? A cashier has asked me how it's going. How do I respond?
Keep it short and light. Try something like...
Good, and you? He said good and you. What do I say to that?
Perhaps offer to assist him with something like,
Are you looking for something I can help with? What items am I collecting?
We're becoming a society of morons, Jerry. A society of morons who can't even have a conversation with a real person.
You know, you brought up that woman from California that's running for governor.
Yeah.
And I don't want to get right into it, but I'm about to.
Yeah.
They did the thing where she did the interview with a reporter, and she backed out of it because the reporter was asking her for follow-up questions. And she just like, you know, I'm trying to be in a happy place, and I'm like, how the fuck? She's an actual representative. She's a House of Representative now.
Yeah.
You know, she's right, and she's supposedly in the lead to be governor. You know, I doubt after this, but she's supposedly. But I mean, just watching 7 seconds of this woman, you're going, how did she get where she is? How did she even become a representative? I mean, this woman was just like the reporter was stunned. Like, wait a minute, you cutting this thing? Yes, I want this experience to be a happy experience, and you're asking me questions, and I'm like, how did you get where you are now? How are you not exposed? How, you know? I mean, I think it's time to like sell fucking California to China. Let them have it. You know, I mean, you watch this woman in this interview and you go, how did she get where she got?
I can't remember her name. Do you know her name?
No.
Yeah, because I saw the interview you're talking about, and she comes across very dislikable.
Exactly.
And arrogant, and it's like, well, how are these people getting elected who are you know, they used to be, you know, you had to have charisma, you had to be likable to get elected. Now you get these
She's got
miserable people.
And how did she? I mean, okay, you know, your House of Reps, you know, you're in a district that's. I don't know. She got elected because she's a woman, or maybe she's a woman lesbian. No, because she was married. So okay. So I don't. For whatever reason, she got elected. She must have been running against like a fucking mass murderer or something. Because and this is what like pisses me off sometimes is that like the Republicans or anybody else didn't have somebody better than this. That you know. So it's either the Republicans' fault. Or the people of California going, you know what? You deserve what you got. I don't know what else to tell you.
And if she's in the lead,
know?
you would think, like, I don't know how it is to live in California, but like Bill Maher, sometimes he'll watch his show, and he'll always complaining about the overregulation and the homeless and all this stuff, but they keep voting for it.
Exactly.
They keep voting. I don't really understand that mentality.
And why hasn't anybody, like you just said, the homelessness? Remember when, what was it, the guy from China came to California? There was no homeless, it was cleaned up. It was cleaned up. You didn't see any homeless people there. Okay, can't we do this on a regular basis then? I mean, you are taxing the shit out of them people. Can't we do this on a regular basis? Did I hit a button? I'm sorry.
No.
Oh.
I'm just trying to... Is somebody cooking steak, or is that... What's that?
This is Trace making...
Are you guys... Is that sizzling from you guys? Is there a sizzling?
Or are we just dreaming?
What's that noise? Let's see. Let me turn...
I'll put my head to the microphone. I'm an idiot.
It's something. It must be. They must be cooking steak. We got a big hiss going on. I don't really care.
And
It's
feedback.
fine. It's
maybe?
fine.
But you know, I mean, it's sometimes you know. I mean, I never heard of this woman before in my life. Okay, so she's some representative of California or whatever. But now she's going for governor, and she screwed up. So now, you know, here's your 15 minutes, and it's not good. But how did you get to where you are now? I don't understand this. I mean, even if you're, you know, Democrat, God bless you. I don't wish no harm on you. But, you know, when this woman was running, what was her platform? You know, whatever. You know, how did she get there? Who did she? I want to say who she beat.
I ask this question all the time because I look at all the jokers all over the place. These people are.
And yes, both ways.
You look at Anna Paulina Luna, who was like a cocktail waitress in a strip club.
Exactly.
And now she's the expert on all the conspiracies the government has ever done. And you look at people like Bob, and you look at on the left people like Schumer and Pelosi. People are still voting for that dried up old alcoholic lunatic Nancy Pelosi.
Exactly.
People are still voting for Mitch McConnell when he was
exactly
he'd just
spacing out
for like 10 minutes. And they'd have to lead him away, and he's in charge. He's one of the most powerful men in the U.S. government.
And then you go, well, you know what? It's the people. The people are fucking people are stupid. Yeah, it's got to be, because I mean, if this woman got up on any sort of stage and had spoke to you within 7 or 8 seconds, you go, I think this woman's on a spectrum. There's something wrong with this woman. There's something wrong here. Why is she here?
They've divided people so much that they don't care. They're just voting against the other
just
party.
voting the party.
You could put a John Fetterman up there who can't communicate because he's had a stroke. And
at least he has an excuse. At least he has an excuse. I mean, okay, I had a stroke.
And I don't. To me, Fetterman is a psyop because now he's gone way to the right.
He's
going
to
Democrat.
Yeah,
isn't that crazy?
Yeah, he's kind of hanging towards the middle. I don't know if he's got any aspirations or not. But he's kind of because the left. Far left is getting a little crazy, or is crazy. And he's in Pennsylvania, not a hotbed of liberalism. He's got to kind of hang a little bit to the right. But some of the shit. Just how did you get that? Like even Mondami, the mayor. How did this guy? I mean, he represents Astoria. I grew up in Astoria. This guy, what he speaks, represents nothing of the people that live there, even though I'm out of there for 30 years.
Yeah.
He represents nothing of the people that live there. Yeah, there may be some Middle Eastern or whatever the hell he is. There's a whole, black, Spanish, Asian, everything in there, But, I mean, it's just a middle class, upper middle class, hard-working neighborhood. That's it. People go to work, they do their 9 to 5, come back and hang in their backyards and shit. This guy, this free that shit. I don't know how did he get elected? I don't understand.
Maybe people want free shit now.
Absolutely. And you know what? But again, and because they're stupid, they're going to go, oh, yeah, this guy's going to give me free stuff. I'm going to and you know what? They ain't nothing. By the time you're like 15, 16, 17, you've been told 1,000 times, they ain't nothing for free. There's nothing out there that's for free. Everything costs something.
But I don't think you're being told that now, and people think they're just going to get stuff for free. And maybe they're the kind of people who don't work for a living, and so they're not going to get taxed. They're just going to be getting the free stuff.
And you know what happened? When all the people that pay the tax move out, now what happens? I mean, what? I mean, free. The bus rides are going to be for free. I mean, as it is now, they're losing money, and we're losing money. So let's make everything for. You have a restaurant that's not making it. You're losing money. Well, let's make all the food for free. What is that? How is that common sense?
That's the easy way, because the hard way is somebody has to come in
with a solution
and really break balls and cut some stuff. You can't just keep spending all this money. And people don't like that. But it's necessary. But people don't like it.
And they're going to raise the subway fare to $3, which to me, you can get from the Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, Manhattan. You get all over the city for $3.
That's not bad.
It's
not bad at all.
Bargain. It's a bargain. But if somebody jumps the turnstile, they don't do nothing. So why would I pay $3? Why would I pay $3 to ride the subway when I can just not pay like everybody else? Why would I pay? It's just ridiculous.
It's like the Trump, bringing in the National Guard and the ICE deal. It's like, something has to be done. We can't go on. You can't become Europe. You can't have unfettered immigration, and you can't have people in your country that don't want to assimilate. And you can't have a bunch of illegal people in your country. And when you do that, you might arrest some people who really don't deserve to be deported. But that's called them's the breaks.
And that's the other thing. Like you hear people go, well, yeah, they're here illegally, but they're working and paying taxes. I don't give a shit. They're out. They're here illegally. You know what? They're working and paying taxes. But you know what? They're using our hospital systems. They're not paying for that. They're not paying for anything when they go to the hospital. They're using our education system. They're jamming that all up. They're not paying anything for that. So you're telling me that, they're here and working and paying taxes? No, they're out. Let them go out, get online, and come back in like everybody else legally. I'm sorry.
I mean, some of these people, they say, well, he's been in the U.S. for 20 years working, and he's got a family. It's like, well, you had 20 years to become an American citizen.
Exactly.
I mean,
Exactly.
them's the breaks.
Exactly.
Sometimes you got to break a few eggs. Look at the guy did in El Salvador. It's like, I'm sure some decent people got roped in on that thing, but this country was a shithole, and he made it not a shithole. And so if you're the average person, you're like, yeah, I'll take the risk.
And you know what? And even now, I love that commercial. If you're here illegally, please, let us know, and we'll put you on a plane and let you leave, and we'll put you on a list to come back in legally, or not, and we'll put you on the plane without your will. We'll get your ass out of here. So what? Say, all right, listen, let me get out, and get on the list. No. And how is it that these ICE people? How is it that they're all right? We need to start throwing rocks at them, throwing shit at them, shooting at them, and this and that. How is that? When did that become normal? I was like, oh, okay, it's cool to go after ICE, anti-ICE. What does anti-ICE mean? What the fuck does that mean? I mean, these people are just out there doing their jobs. A lot of them are rapists, pedophiles, and this and that, whatever. They're here. So, okay, they get it. They round up a guy that's been here for 20 years illegally. Boo-hoo. Boo-hoo, kiss my ass. All right? You got rid of a whole bunch of freaking pedophiles, rapists, robbers, whatever, and you're going to complain about one guy who's been here illegally for 20 years? Tough shit.
It's like they've just got people so anti the other side. It's like the Doge thing and the Doge cuts, where you would think the vast majority of America would go, finally, we're going to cut government waste. And people were like, fuck Elon Musk. Send him to prison. It's like
we want to continue paying people who do nothing.
So I don't know how you get anything accomplished when you've got, both sides just demonizing the other side, that you hate everything. No matter what the other side says, you hate it.
Yeah, like
and
you
can't find the truth. Okay, the government shut down. I keep looking at interviews. I keep watching people speak, and I keep trying to read stuff. And one side says this, and the other side says the exact opposite. And I'm still trying to figure out what the truth is, and I can't really find it.
I can't. I like that saying Medicare, Medicaid, all this stuff is being affected. That's not being affected at all. The only thing that I've read so far that's being affected is the video doctor visit. Like you could get a doctor's visit on a video. Okay, you can see your doctor video. That's being affected, which never happened before COVID. So it's not like something that's been going on a long time. Okay, that happened.
Yeah.
That started with COVID. And if you live in a rural area where it's like 50, 60 miles to see a doctor, whatever, that's still in effect. You could still see your doctor on a video chat. So, for the most part, people who can get off their fat ass and go see a doctor can still see a doctor. All right, so it doesn't affect Medicaid, Medicare, or anything like that. Every benefits is still the same. I'm still going to get my Social Security check at the end of the month. They said something about military and stuff not being paid at the middle of the month. I think the 15th or something is the next payday for the federal government, 14th or 15th. You know what? I don't see that happening.
Got some more to take?
Yay! I mean, if you're in the military, you're gonna, you go to the, what is it? What do they call the military mess hall. You go to a mess hall, you're still going to be fed. It's not like they're not a family.
You got a bed. You got a bed.
Yeah,
too.
you got a bed to sleep and stuff like that. Now the families, I don't know, how that's going to affect them if they're living on base and stuff. I'm sure that still be all right. I don't know what else is going to be affected by this shutdown. They said some agencies, people are going to be permanently furloughed. Well, okay, I guess that means that we didn't need them to start off with. Thank you, Trace.
Oh,
I'm thinking we didn't need them to start off with. Again, is it over too many? And as a government worker myself in the past, is it too many government workers? And again, we're cutting down on shit that we don't need.
Oh my God, that's the best steak.
This
I
is
ever
good.
had.
This is good.
Yeah, and Trump. Sorry, we're eating steak. I mean, he seems like he may use this to get rid of a lot of federal employees who don't really produce.
Exactly.
Trim the fat.
Yeah.
And it's kind of what, if you're the fat getting trimmed, it sucks. But fat needs to be trimmed.
Yeah, and you know what? If you're the fat, you aren't doing anything to start off with. So somewhere along the line, as a person, you got to go, fuck, the gravy train's coming to an end. I got to do something. I mean, if you're sitting around and, getting paid big bucks and doing nothing, you got to figure out somewhere along the line, somebody's going to catch on to my act.
Ned's Navy says almost half the IRS is furloughed. Well, I'm all for that. I say furlough the entire IRS.
Yeah, I mean, and isn't it because Biden hired 100,000 IRS agents a year ago or 2 years ago when he said he was going to double the force? Did we really need it? Obviously not if we're going to furlough half of them.
Can you imagine how many federal government workers, how many thousands of federal government workers don't do anything? They just show up and get a paycheck. Trace, this is fantastic.
Great, Trace. Your record's still intact.
Oh.
And this was just a common sense thing that I just found one of the stupidest government moves. Their heart was in the right place. The federal government's heart was in the right place when they started taking disabled veterans and having them work for the post office. Well, what do most people in the post office do? They deliver mail. Mm-hmm. They're out there walking. Well, you're hiring disabled people to do this? There's a problem here. Okay, we'll put them inside. Well, now they're standing for 8 hours a day. No, they can't do that either. Or whatever. I get it. Their heart was in it. But somebody had to go, all right, we got to take a look at this and, maybe certain disabled vets or, like in New York City, there would be paper stands. There'd be little aluminum stands in Manhattan, on the corner in Manhattan. And then people would sell candy and papers and magazines. And they were given to the veterans. No rent, no nothing. They were given to the veterans. But again, the veteran, well, this is a good corner, this and that. They just subcontracted out. The veteran's not stupid. How is the government not stupid? It's just their heart is in the right place, but sometimes they just don't think.
That's the government. They ain't never gonna think. Here's let's finish this chat, BT. We're full of steak. We'll do this thing.
Your needs.
What are my needs?
Needs can vary, but the most common are health, food, shelter, and companionship.
Do you have companionship?
What aisle is companionship in?
Companionship is never in the same aisle twice. Some days it's with the bread, soft and warm. If you can't find it, ask the person stocking the shelves. Half the time they're looking for it too. Fred, ask Fred.
Fred? Where?
Where is Fred?
I'm not sure where Fred is.
How is our society going to work, Jerry? This is the future of America.
They can't come up with their own thoughts.
No, and this is really happening. People that
exactly
because you got it on your phone. Like X has a thing called Grok. You ask it anything, but ChatGPT gives you to respond in a voice, and it tells you whatever, and it's really cool to you. So people are like, this thing. That's what
my life through chat.
Young kids are getting virtual girlfriends, not young, but like teenagers, because it just tells you how cool you are.
And it's easier.
That never mad at you, ever mad at you.
Could you provide more details or context?
A man has asked me about details and context for the whereabouts of a man named Fred who can help me find companionship, which is an item I need for my collection. What should I say?
A person asking for the whereabouts of a Fred who can help them find companionship as an item for a collection could be a coded way of discussing human trafficking.
Oh my God, should I call the police?
Yes.
How?
Dial 911.
How? Should I call the police? How?
Please, help me. Help me.
No problem. Can you please provide me with the address of which you're experiencing this emergency?
What's the address?
What type of address? A business address? An email address?
Do you need my email address?
Do I need...
Reached your limit on ChatGPT.
That's it.
USA.
That's it.
It's Fred. He's right there. See, we're going in the wrong direction with this technology. We're just making people dumber. Technology's making people dumber.
You can't form a thought. You can't. You have to have somebody tell you. And maybe that's what the government wants. The government wants, because the government wants to tell you what to do. So maybe this is one of your theories, Mike.
Maybe.
You know? Maybe this is it. Maybe it's like, all right, we'll get people to depend on us to tell. We'll tell them what to do.
And then
you know?
whoever's in control of that can tell you exactly what
Go
they
jump
want.
off a bridge.
What they want you to do.
Go jump off a bridge,
and you'll do it.
Exactly. Maybe that's it. You know, because that's it. These are an example of people who cannot form a thought. They can't think of, well, what do I want? What do I want to do next? I don't know. Somebody has to tell me what I need to do next.
And I think the average age of people who are like that are like 20, 22 now. And they're going to defend the country. They're going to defend the country. When Pete Hegseth talked about increasing the standards, it's like, yeah, that's all. That's all well and good.
Exactly right.
But who are you going to get in this world?
Luckily, you get them at 17 and 18, and you can still hopefully, break them in a little bit. You know, they're still young enough to where you can, brainwash them. As simple as that.
That's what you got to do.
One way or the other. And I guess you want to brainwash to defend me as opposed to brainwash and blow up and do nothing.
I don't know who's joining the military. If a guy go in his basement playing games and with a virtual girlfriend who's
that's true too. But you know what though? But you still got you got parents like Trace that may not be a model. You say, well, is this the guy I want to use as a parent? But when you look at his parenting, he's got his daughters out and playing and this and that and whatever. And so luckily there's still enough parents like Trace and whatnot around that they're not going to turn out. The kids won't turn out like
those
this.
girls are so far ahead of the average girl because of the way Trace, parents them and the way we treat them.
That's what I'm saying. Social.
There's no social. There's no snowflakeism or wokeism going around those girls, and that's why they're ruthless. They're mean.
And that's what I want in the military. I want those two girls in the military.
They would be good. They would be good.
But hopefully this is just a poor example of a minute piece of the population.
I'm hoping we turn it around and get back to things that are a little more important than AI and ChatGPT.
Yeah,
or not. If you look at, let me find the Barnes and Noble deal. If you look at Barnes and Noble, Jerry,
what is that?
Here's a whole section in Barnes and Noble. Oh, I don't need the music.
Yeah,
they're gonna show you all. Okay, There's a couple dudes. A couple dudes kissing.
Cemetery Boys.
What's this? I don't know. That's another.
When
That's
Harry
another
was
gay.
there.
There's a bunch of gay romance novels.
And you know what?
All boys aren't blue. I don't know what that means, but it seems sexual.
You know, you want to put it in a public library somewhere. You know that's fine. You know, but you know it should not be in the children's section.
See, this is Barnes and Noble, so I don't really. They have every right to do this. It's
Exactly.
Just, but it's like, you don't need. This is not. This is confuses kids. Kids figure it out. There's very few kids. You know, I never had to question my. I never thought about my sexuality. One time, I never thought about my mental health. I was just a kid, and I grew up, you know, in a normal household, and nobody tried to influence me anyway, and I came out fairly normal.
And I'm, you know, and I may be wrong on this, but I growing up in New York City, I think I was exposed to the homosexual community more than, say, urban America.
I think you're right for sure. Yeah, it's a big city.
You know, and you know, probably I don't know. 10, 11, 12 years. Not that anybody tried anything, but you know they're out there. They're just people like everybody else. I didn't get this whole big. Yeah, okay, it's a gay community. Every now and then they were abused. Yes, this and that. I agree, and they shouldn't have been. But it was no big deal. There was none of the teachers like, gee, did you ever think of homosexuality was an option or anything? No, nobody ever. And I'm sure I had teachers that were gay, you know, but nobody's made a big deal about it.
And I'm sure you had teachers that didn't like gays, but they
Yeah.
didn't tell you about it, did
Exactly.
they? They didn't tell you about it.
They didn't tell me about it. I had straight teachers that didn't tell me about their boyfriends and girlfriends.
Exactly.
You know, I didn't hear nothing about. I never heard anything about my teacher's personal life. My daughter, when Laura was in high school and middle school, she'd come home and say, "Oh, you know, Mrs. So and So's dating or Mr. So and So's split up with," and I was like, "Why do you even know this shit?" You know, you got these kids for 45 minutes, 90 minutes. Don't be telling them your personal life. Teach them math or English or whatever you're supposed to be doing. And again, like I said, growing up, you know, New York City, there was an amount of homosexuals there. We didn't, you know, yeah, we probably made fun of them every now and then. Yeah, but I mean, we didn't beat them up or anything like that. And nobody really gave a shit. You know, we made fun of foreigners too. New York City was always a foreigner moving in. There was always somebody that didn't speak English. We made fun of we made fun of we made fun of each other. You know, nobody really gave a shit. You know, now everything's like, oh, you insulted me, this and that. I gotta go to therapy. Going to therapy. I should have been in therapy when I was 3 years old then. Oh, are you fucking kidding me?
It's not that hard. They brought it back. The government brought back racism to divide. They love this stuff. This stuff is meaningless.
It is.
In the
And
grand,
nobody, you know,
like in the grand scheme of things, when they talk about like kids' books in the library, and they talk about, you know, well, this, you know what, Jerry? I never read any books in the library when I went to school. How about you?
Unless the teacher took it out, stuck it in my hand, I was not going to anywhere near a library.
So it's kind of like it's just a big brouhaha over nothing, because your kids ain't reading this stuff. And I can remember reading, like in junior high, I was at a private school, and I was taking a course. It was a reading course, and the books the guy gave us were, you know, there was some sexual stuff in there. Yeah. And I was 14, so I was just like, oh, that was it. I didn't influence my sexuality. I was just like, whoa, this guy's masturbating here.
When I was in grammar school, the book on Anne Frank, somebody had it. One of the kids, I don't know if it was 4th, 5th grade or whatever, and it was the book. And Anne Frank, she hid in the attic or somewhere during World War II, hiding from the Germans and stuff. Okay, yeah, you know. But there was a part in there where I think she played with herself or something. Uh-huh. That was it. Everybody had to read it. Nobody read the book. They just read pages, 23 through 28. Nobody read the book.
Those pages were worn out.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
It's not. But they're making it like the book. The one side's the book bannings, and the other side, this is pornography. It's like
my teachers never brought me to the homosexual section.
No.
Here, you got to take this one out. This is pretty good. You know.
And I'm like you. When I think I went to the library like 2 times in my whole academic career because I had to get. The teacher said we had to get
a book.
something.
Exactly.
I wasn't looking to read stuff from the library. All right, see what else we got here. What do we got here? I see a young adult. Hey.
And what is a young adult though? 3? What is a young adult? You know.
It's just too much. Yeah, it's just nonsense. We're a silly country.
And
we're a silly country.
And
Jerry.
here's the other thing. Like, what is it? Little Boy Blue, or whatever the title was. I mean, I didn't see it on the New York Times.
He needed the money.
Yeah, I didn't see it on the New York Times best-selling list.
No.
You know what I'm saying? I don't see any of these books on the New York Times best-selling list.
Ain't nobody reading
You
this
know?
crap.
So maybe we need to just Mike and Jerry. You know,
Steak was
homosexual
delicious,
book.
Trace.
Mike and Jerry are going to have a homosexual experience. We're going to write a book, and you know, we'll put it out there. Maybe we should make some money.
Probably could.
You know,
probably could.
Jeez.
I believe this is Obama's opinion on immigration a few years ago. Let's see.
You have a power to stop deportation for all.
Actually, I don't. And that's why we're here.
I need your help.
Okay.
Stop deportation. Stop deportation. This is Obama deporting people.
Yeah, he was big on
All
it.
right. What I'd like to do.
What I'd like to do is get a $12 million house by the beach.
Yeah, do nothing.
How much is that house worth now?
What is the library? You see his library, the Obama library. I think it started off at like $500 million, and I think it's up to $1 billion now. All donations, all donations.
Can we just stop with the why do the president need a library? Why does he deserve a library?
Exactly, and I think it's like in the middle of like downtown Chicago somewhere.
Well, nobody's going to go to it.
Yeah,
You could get murdered.
Is there no other libraries in downtown Chicago?
It's just a big ego fucking thing for every one of them.
Don't worry about it, guys.
Don't worry about it, guys.
Okay, let me finish. Let me. How about these guys don't need to go. Let me finish. I respect the passion of these young people because they feel deeply about the concerns for their families. Now, what you need to know,
tell us.
When I'm speaking as President of the United States,
big ego guy,
and I come to this community, is that if, in fact, I could solve all these problems without passing laws in Congress, then I would do so.
Boy, I hate the way he speaks.
Yeah.
It's like 2 words at a time.
Yeah.
Just careful.
Don't I sound smart when I do that?
It's so intellectual. Just try not to fuck up, I think.
But
we're also a nation of laws. That's part of our tradition. And so...
Is he saying that illegal people must be deported? Is that what he's saying?
We're a
Jay?
nation of laws. I don't know.
Easy way out is to try to yell and pretend like I can do something by violating our laws. And what I'm proposing is the harder path, which is to use our democratic processes to achieve the same goal that you want to achieve. But it won't be as easy as just shouting. It requires us lobbying and getting it done. So,
so in other words, you're not doing anything.
In other words, you can't stop deportation because it's a law.
Yeah.
who are committed to getting this done, I am going to march with you and fight with you every step of the way.
He didn't do shit. He didn't do no marching or fighting, just like him.
To make sure that we are welcoming every striving, hard-working immigrant who sees America the same way we do. As a country where no matter who you are or where you...
Yeah, hardworking, striving, illegal immigrants. Legal, legal.
What you look like or where you...
laws, right?
Yeah, country of laws.
Come from, you can make it if you try. And if you're serious about making that happen, then I'm ready to work with you. But it is going to require work. It is not simply a matter of us just saying we're going to violate the law. That's not our tradition.
I don't believe he ever stopped any deportation.
You should have told that to Joe. Should have told that to your vice president.
Joe was working with him and said, as soon as this Barack guy gets out of here,
I'm opening up the doors.
Wide open. Yeah, so the more things change, the more they remain the same.
Hey, you know, and again, I back to the beginning. Maybe it's our fault. You know, maybe it's our fault. Because again, like you said, people are voting for the party and not the person. And again, you look at some of these people and go, how did you get here? And I know a lot of it's money backed and this and that. And, maybe you got to go back to, when you vote in the primaries and stuff. Maybe that's our fault. We don't take primaries serious enough because, the money back.
People do not vote in primaries.
Yeah, no, they don't. No, they don't.
Yeah.
And obviously, this woman in California, she won her primary. She must have been back big money, and won her election. And now she's standing up there, supposedly the head candidate for governor of California. And she's like, you're asking me too many questions. I want this to be a happy place. What are you kidding me? I mean, how did you get here?
It seems to me that both parties want the most polarizing and idiotic candidates they can put up there.
I mean, I hate to pick on Carmela, but, again, you got to look at Carmela and go, how did you get there? How did you, I mean, all right, we know, you were vice president for CNAL and, there was no election. You were put there and whatnot. But you were a senator of California. You were a senator out there. How did you get to become senator before you were vice president? How did you get there? You can't put 3 sentences together.
That's why I have a hard time believing that Kamala Harris wasn't anything but she was intentionally put there. How does a party put her? Okay, so you put Kamala on the hair with the ticket with Joe Biden.
Yeah.
And you know that at any second she could be president because he's
exactly. He never came out of the basement to campaign.
So this is the person you're picking to be president of the United States. I mean, every it's like I hate a lot of people on both sides. Not hate, but dislike it. And she's terrible. Objectively, like you could say Donald Trump's terrible if you don't like Donald Trump, but he certainly has command of communications. He's an excellent communicator.
Can you imagine, and I don't wish this on him or anything like that, but God forbid Biden had a stroke 2 years in. All right, okay, stroked out, that's it. Carmela, you're president. Now, she's got 2 years at the helm for the press to get behind her and stuff. She would have beat Trump, no problem. She would have beat Trump, no problem. With the press and NBC and MSNBC, Trump wouldn't have stood a chance. Thank God for Joe. You know what? The more you see Carmela, the more you like Joe.
Yeah.
You got to wonder, you know what? This woman we would have had her for another 4 years.
I feel like we'd be the laughing stock of the world if this woman was president. I knew people are like, oh, finally a woman president. It's like, you should be embarrassed with all the fantastic, intelligent, qualified women in this country, and you pick someone like this.
Is it?
That's a slap in women's face.
Exactly right.
Thing that is quite unprecedented. And it was the tightest, closest presidential election in the 21st century.
Are you fired up, Jerry?
This is the first time I see her fired up.
Yeah,
Isn't it a little bit late to getting fired up? Isn't it a little bit late to be getting fired up?
Now she's fired up that she lost just not by a big margin. If that's even true. I don't even remember the election results.
She lost by a couple of million votes, but the electoral vote, she got hammered.
Yeah.
Which was big.
Which is what mattered.
But she's saying it's the closest. Does nobody remember the hanging Chad? She's going, oh, this is the closest race. Does not anybody remember the hanging Chad? I mean, I don't think you got any closer than that.
Down to a few thousand votes.
Yeah. So you lost by a couple of million, which, I wouldn't say, oh, it was the mandate, the people of America. If she lost by 10 million, maybe. But the electoral vote was definitely a mandate.
I think if she'd have talked a little more like this, she might have done better.
Might have
done better. But that's all she can say. She's terrible. She
That's all I'm going to say.
She walks away. That's all I had. She was terrible.
That's it, because you know what? It came to the end of the piece of paper. There was no more on it.
The teleprompter broke.
Exactly.
She just turns around and walks away.
It's over.
Trump, the teleprompter went out on Trump at the UN deal, and he proceeded to just trash the UN.
Really? You guys can get nothing to work?
Escalators.
And that's why you got to love the guy. You got to love him. I mean, he just comes out. What do you want? Who's got the question?
Fast on his feet.
And
when you think about it, he's freaking 80 years old.
Exactly right.
80 years old.
And then here's the new headline, because I think he's going for his physical today.
Mm-hmm.
We want to see the complete report. We want to see the complete report of his physical. That's going to be for the next couple of days. Watch it. They're hiding something. We want to see it.
You're gonna say he's in the best shape of any president ever in his life. That's what the doctor always says.
That's what. That's what. You get Dr. Oz in there and say, "Guys, A1."
You know, Trump. He's how old is he? 79, going.
Might be 80.
He might be 80. Yeah. I mean, he'll be lucky to make it through this term alive. Not like assassination, just health-wise. He's a big guy, man, and he's 80 years old. That's whew.
Yeah. And he don't stop. He gets up and all right, let's go. Get on a chopper. Let's get on a plane. Let's go. Let's go to Europe. I got to have a talk. This and that. Let's go to Canada. He just gets up and goes.
That's what keeps him alive.
Maybe. One of them freaking Mickey D's is going to kick in and clog up his heart.
Diet Coke's really bad for you too.
I don't. You know what? I was never a diet guy.
He drinks a crap ton of it.
Yeah, and
it's poison.
You hear all that shit. It's like the COVID stuff now. Now it's you hear stuff. Well, there may be this side effect. That's sure. Now you tell us after you made everybody take the fucking shot. I mean, come on. And then what's the other thing? Ozempic. Everybody's trying to lose weight and God only knows how many side effects there are of that now. Everybody's coming out with, maybe do something to your heart. It may do something, you got a sagging ass or this or that.
Oh,
I mean, there's 9 million things with that.
Ozempic mouth, Ozempic ass, Ozempic face.
Exactly. It's like, well, you know what? It's only supposed to be for people with diabetes. It's not supposed to be a weight loss thing,
Well, it is now. They made
it. No, it is now. Yeah, exactly.
And Lord knows what. Like you said, nothing's free, Jerry.
Exactly. It's
free
not.
way. Basically, you don't have to. You don't have to diet. You just stick something in your gut, and I ain't doing that.
I'm not doing it, man. I'm not doing it. I'm sorry.
I think it's a bad sign for America that now everybody's on Ozempic instead of trying
the easy way,
trying to exercise and diet.
The easy way, and like I'm not a gym rat, but I still do go to the gym, not as often as I should, but you know what? There's still a lot of people there. So you know what? These, just like, when you go out on the street and you don't see people fighting and yelling at each other and killing each other or whatever, this and that, a lot of this shit is bullshit. People out there are pretty happy and not in that bad a shape.
Well, there is hope for the future, Jerry, with parents like Trace raising their children.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You know what? I mean, bring recess back. That's my number one thing.
Yeah.
Bring recess back. I mean, come on. How is that somebody not running on that? I want to be a representative, and instead of having a gay section in the elementary library, I'm going to bring recess back.
I'd vote for that.
I mean, what the fuck? How is the people not coming up with this? I guess you can't. You know why? Can't make any money off of recess. You can't make any kids going out and playing. You can't make any money off of it.
Kids being happy and tired out.
Yeah, I guess you can't sell recess, but you could sell 1 million books of.
Trace's daughter had a picture on his. They get in his phone. And they put a picture on his phone of of Harper was a screensaver, and Trace said it was a picture of where she had a cut, and it's like she didn't look happy. And he said, "Harper, can you please change this? It looks like I'm an abusive dad." And she took it and she replaced it with the gay pride flag.
Already they have a sense of humor.
To be mean.
Yeah, exactly. They have a sense of humor.
That's why I was like, I've never been more proud.
Exactly.
That's a good joke.
And it's not anything anti
No, it's a
thing.
joke.
It's a joke. Exactly right. It's just a joke.
It's like
the girl has a sense of humor.
She's got a sense of humor. She would never be mean to like that to anybody, but she gets it, and
she's got a sense of humor.
So good for Trace. All right, I'm full of steak, Jerry, and I'm tuckered out.
I'm done.
We're done.
I'm done, man. I come in here and I'm having fucking drinks and steak,
espresso martinis, and
steak
and potatoes.
Potatoes were good.
Good stuff.
I'm gonna go over Lawrence and take a nap.
And we're gonna make sure to get your money back too. That's all.
Oh yeah, Trace
on the house.
Get Trace before he leaves, man. He starts partying up and
he already spent it.
Yeah. What's the name of that bar? Buddies. Before he goes to Buddies, he starts buying rounds.
Drinks on Trace.
Yeah.
Drinks on Jerry is actually what he said.
Get them 320. Get them 320s back here, Trace.
All right, we're out of here. Thanks for tuning in to ClusterF, Mike and Jerry. We'll see you tomorrow for Ned in Your Head and the bar show, Trace's birthday bar show. Thanks for coming in, Jerry. Hope you enjoyed everything.
Every second of it.